beam struggle. We do whatever the fuck we want to do.
7 out of 10 intro.
Yo, it would be more if what is that noise? Is that courage?
I don't know. Who's pressing that? I don't know.
It's Lotus.
That's 100% Lotus.
You can't prove that.
You have on record done it every episode so far. You are consistent.
Have I?
Yeah, you have every episode.
Every time I edit this shit, I'm like,
yeah.
what's that sound? I was like, hello?
Gotta win. Maybe. Oh yeah.
I don't think that's courage.
I want
I
you
think
guys
that's
to know.
Isn't that Eddie?
No, it's courage.
With me starting this episode, I lost because of y'all. I'm blaming it on y'all.
Right now, I'm curious.
My fault.
Pokemon Unite in the
Maybe
side.
you asked
so, hey, make sure
everything
you
of
drop
that.
a like. I'm trying to. Can I farm, bro? Like, what's
Oh,
wrong with you?
my fault. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we're on the same tip, bro. Make sure y'all drop a like, bro. I sacrifice a lot for y'all.
We're on 2K, Afro.
What happened? 2K?
We're on 2K.
Nah. You know, Thunder, you should have jumped on this with me, bro. We did a video on this a long time ago, but you just acting brand new, bro. You said this was yuck.
I
Where'd
kept
this come
playing the
from?
game after we did that video and hated every minute of it. Or if it's not with a group of people, I cannot do Unite anymore.
I'm right here, bro. I'm right here.
I'm already on 2K.
Why would you play this game? I just don't understand.
Okay, Balvin, do you fuck with MOBAs at all?
Yeah, I play League.
Okay, League would make you good at this game. This is the harder one, bro. This is the real MOBA.
That's interesting. Now that's interesting.
You said not say that
That's
again,
rather
please.
interesting.
You play League and Smite to get ready for Pokemon Unite, bro.
Okay, you're
Now,
right.
why you
That's-
said fuck me for? Like, I thought we were chilling.
I didn't say fuck you.
Bro, why'd you bring Smite into
Took
it?
shots at Smite.
No, I'm saying you play because look, this is the tiers, right? Unite, most complicated MOBA of all time.
Bro, you don't
And
even
Marley,
believe that. You don't even believe that.
Yo, revisionist
Afro-
history.
Afro
said fuck
walked
Dodo.
over to 2 people playing chess and said, "All right, but have y'all heard of checkers?"
For real.
AfroSenju back at it.
May I interest you in some tic-tac-toe? The man's game.
All right, but nah, I just fuck with Unite. It's like a guilty pleasure, bro. Like I think when you're able to evolve your Pokemon midway, it just do something for me. It feel good, you know.
21.
Right.
Who is quote hooping at the moment? Just curious.
I'm hopping on.
Here already.
I'm hopping on, gang. My
Let's
PS5
get
is
it.
not turning on though, so I got to figure out why that's happening.
You know, hooping and whooping are pretty close to each other. Like getting a whooping, bro. You seen that Jake Paul fight?
Yo, I caught. I see what
What
you did there.
what a transition.
Sick-
What
Oh,
a-
Bro was so
you know
proud
what-
of that,
you know
dude.
what?
I didn't know he had his chest out.
Transition.
Listen,
What a fucking
Thank you, bro.
transition.
Thank you, bro. Thank you,
Good
bro.
job, bro.
are you media trained? Damn, that's pretty good.
A little bit.
Good job, bro.
Hold on,
Good
Jamal.
job, bro.
Don't reveal my secrets. Hold on.
He had to completely
I-
change the word whooping to whooping too. Just to
I
make
thought he was
that
about to make
shit
like
work.
a Pokemon reference. I thought he was about to talk about like some
I didn't
Woopers.
know what the fuck that nigga
Yeah.
was doing.
Oh, I've been doing this, bro. Since
You're that guy.
Storm 4.
Yeah, that
We
nigga
can get in the
still,
storm.
you know what
we
I'm
can
saying?
get in the other storm too. I can do other. I
Easy
can
with
do
the
many
segues.
tricks.
Easy with the segues.
All
All
right,
right,
my fault.
we're here. All right. I
Who
don't
watched
know.
the fight?
I don't know who
I thought he
caught
was
the
saying
fight from the beginning.
I watched the fight from the beginning to end.
Okay,
I did
so I
too.
kind of caught
I did
midway
not
through.
see it.
Fury was kind of piecing him up.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was honestly outside of the knockdown that Jake Paul had on Fury, like it's probably way more lopsided because I think the only reason it was even moderately close is because there was a knockdown. But like going through that entire fight, like Jake honestly looked super out of his league. Like
Just
for
spamming overhead rights.
yeah,
Over
that,
and over
he
again.
really was.
that in command grabs.
Again.
That in command
he was
grabs, bro.
spamming command grabs
He
crazy,
loved
bro.
them grabs, bro.
He did, bro.
No, real
Yeah, he was
shit.
just
If
trying
it
to
weren't
catch
for
his
that-
breath.
If it weren't for that knockdown, that's literally like 6'2" Tommy Fury, in my opinion. Like,
Okay,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't see it, but somebody said that knockdown looked more like he fell too. Like,
Nah,
like he tripped on his own
Let
feet.
me rewind
people
that
saying-
shit. They slow-moed it. It didn't look like he slipped.
Yeah, it was definitely the
definitely-
impact of the hit that made him fall. Like he
Gotcha,
was
gotcha.
at an awkward stance, but like it was definitely the impact of the hit that.
I
sent
can
him
see
back.
why they give that a knockdown. It's still a pussy ass knockdown, if you ask me.
I
Like,
agree.
he
It
got
wasn't
right-
like a knockdown.
he got
Knockdown.
right back up.
Can I say, I lost a lot of money because of Jake, bro. I'm just very
Drake,
sad.
yeah,
Why would you
That's
bet
your
on
fault,
Jake, bro? Why would you do that?
Bro,
You bet
Why
on
you
him.
betting with Drake?
I've won every single time, bro.
No way you
I
bet
had
on the
to.
white man, gang. Like,
In
It
Black
wasn't
History
that
Month,
deep.
bro.
It
Hold
wasn't
on.
that deep.
With that said, with that
In
said, you said
two
every
white
single.
men fighting.
Hold on. You said every single time. How many times have you put money on Jake?
Every single time.
Damn, you make your decision off another
Back
man.
when he was fighting Deji and shit too, like
Yeah,
way back
bro.
when.
No. Okay, not the first one, but everyone after that. Bro, I be in Discords racking it up, bro. I be coming through with my rake, just getting in my winnings, bro. It was great. It was
Lucky-
great. I
lucky
had What'd you say?
I think you were right on betting on him every time except this one. To be honest, I think this one should have been.
True.
Well, this is the first time he fought
An actual
a boxer.
I will
Bro,
say,
but like he got me
Even
into
then, he was
genjutsu,
like,
bro.
this is like a. I mean, I know he's like what 6-0 Tommy Fury, but he's like kind of like a newbie to boxing compared to like
yeah,
the long-term
novice.
professional.
Yeah, he is not that good. Like,
Yeah,
he's
people
he's not that good yet.
people look at him and they're like, oh, he's related to Tyson Fury. He's not Tyson Fury. He's
Yeah.
literally, and what is the relation? I know they're brothers, but like, is it fully biological
They're
or like
half
what is it?
brothers? I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought that nigga was his son, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know that.
Nah,
it was,
I think they have
like
the
a
same
20
dad.
Yeah, they do have the same dad, but they have like a 20-year gap between them. But I think they're half brothers.
Sorry.
But no, you're good. But yeah, I think I really think that like that fight was very, very obvious. And they wanted to make it a draw. I know they did. They wanted it to be a draw really fucking bad. And
Yeah.
that knockdown, I got scared because that
Yeah,
I was like,
when
I
that
was like,
happened,
oh
bro.
no.
I was like, nah, this is gonna be the reason. This is gonna be the
Yeah,
reason
bro,
he
I'm
wins.
like, oh,
But here's
no.
my thing. Can we really talk about this? Like, I think a villain in a sports event or in any type of events like that is good to have, right?
No,
For sure,
You don't
for
want
sure.
Jake to win off of the fact to continue to lower, bro. Like what's up? Like you
No,
really want to
fuck
see him
that
lose?
nigga, bro.
What?
No,
bro?
I honestly
No.
I didn't care. I was good either way because
On
like
a
if he
real note-
won, then because I don't have like this
Any stake in it.
animosity or hate towards fucking Jake. Like I
I
don't
do.
care.
I do.
I
don't care. He's annoying as fuck. He's
Jake's been
annoying as
building up
fuck.
his,
Not even that he's
WWE
annoying.
art.
He's not a good. He's just not a good person at all.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just watching boxing. Like, everybody's tuned into the event. Like, I feel like you got to just go off with the storylines at that point, right?
bro, the most petty shit that I heard is apparently Jake. He has a rematch clause. So like if he lost, which he did, he can get a rematch. But if he would have won, Tommy Fury can't get a rematch with him.
Oh, but what was
that's-
crazier before the fight? They bet double or nothing of all the winnings. So
Oh,
Jake
yeah.
lost and got
He didn't get
nothing
anything
out of it. Bro.
Yeah. And Jake
Tough.
was.
Don't do
I
it.
was like, damn, that's petty as fuck, but like risky. It was basically winner takes all, and loser literally gets nothing, like no cut.
Yeah.
But you know what also sucks though? As far, I'll entertain the whole like storyline thing. What really sucks is that he didn't even get knocked out. Jake Paul just got outboxed. That looks worse.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
that was way
Like,
worse. That was way
that
worse.
looks way because if he gets knocked out, it's like okay, it's like it's a highlight and people are gonna go crazy. But like,
Nah,
come
I'd
back
rather
from a
get
KO.
outboxed and get laid on my ass. I'm not gonna lie.
not for Jake Paul because Jake Paul still thinks I'm a real boxer. If you get knocked out, you can excuse that. Like,
Hey,
you
Balvin,
have a yes.
can you appear online?
Oh yeah, I got you.
Sorry.
But if you get knocked out, there's plenty of boxers that have gotten knocked out and come back. Whereas, like, if you get outboxed, there's no arguing that.
I would
Yeah.
personally rather get outboxed than knocked out.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
I'm saying I would rather get knocked. I mean, outboxed, sure, but I'm saying like in Jake Paul's position.
Niggas that knock me the fuck
Nah,
out.
you're not-
today.
But if
That is
Jake Paul,
the meme. Nah,
No, I get what you mean though. That's valid. That's
We're
valid.
different. I'm not getting knocked out. I'm killing you, bro. Fuck that. I'm not Jake Paul.
I refuse.
Yeah, nigga, everybody dying. But as far as like in this position, though, I feel like if you get outboxed like that because his whole point was like, yo, I'm a good boxer. Like I'm not just a YouTuber. I can box. After today, you got outclassed by a novice fighter.
I mean,
Yeah.
all right, but we say that, but like
Yeah,
he
it's
did
a
kind of held his
reputation
like
thing
he
at that
held his
point.
own.
He did. It
He
wasn't.
held-
close.
I'm gonna give him props where props due.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we're going up on like someone like that caliber.
But the thing is, but Tommy doesn't. There's no caliber though. He's not that good. Is my thing.
But the thing
It's
is,
like,
no. But the thing, listen, if he is like the welcome mat, I feel like he at least proves that he at least has room to grow.
Does
And he
Jake Paul
should be-
not have more boxing experience than Fury?
Barely. Like I wouldn't even call the people he fought experienced.
No, because I guess the people. Well, I guess I can't say this for sure, but I'm pretty sure the people Fury fought before, because he was 6-0 going in. They were at least other novice boxers that he beat, right?
Yeah.
Like it
They were
wasn't.
about- yes,
it wasn't like
yes,
it wasn't like
yes.
a fucking NBA basketball player and fucking
Yes.
you know
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. It was actual.
Jake Paul was like
fighters,
fighting
but-
like lunch ladies and shit. Like this is like
I do think
first
this
one that
is
would
both
matter.
of their hardest fights, though.
yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was. It
It
definitely,
definitely was both their hardest fights for sure. I 100% agree with that. But I think with especially with the amount of like clinching and hugging going on, the fight was kind of like
Oh, sure.
mid. But
Did you watch the fight before that? Did you get the
Yes.
event? The
I
fight
did
before
watch
that was way better.
It was that's every like creator event though, because they always have
Yeah.
a co-main event with real
Because
boxers.
that was actual WBC like championship fight
Yeah,
before,
those are
and it
guys
wasn't
that
the main fight. It was the YouTuber fight was the main fight.
But I tweeted about this and I said, like, the thing is though, what I feel like we saw today was like there's a difference between someone like Tommy Fury, whose like entire family they live and breathe boxing.
Yeah.
Whereas Jake Paul got called out by someone like 3 years ago and said, "Fuck it, I'm boxing now too." Like he just has unlimited money and time and resources to get the access to like most training we'll never get access to. So honestly, there are people who are saying that like at least he got into pro boxer. It's like, duh, nigga, like that's your whole gimmick is you want to be a boxer.
Nigga, make me a fucking 100 millionaire and I'll be a boxer too. Fuck.
but it's like saying at least I played against LeBron. It's like you want to play against the best, right? Like I'm not gonna give you props for doing what you're supposed to do, and he lost. And to me though, from like I love boxing. Like I love boxing. I think he got severely like outclassed on a technical stance today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like really, it was really apparent.
He did, but I always just give props for like anybody who gets in the ring, like even if it's on like some joke shit, like you are putting every like all of your fucking honor on the line to like get in front of like thousands, millions of people.
I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
Potential memes, bro.
What does he have to lose though?
No, I think this shit is all a joke. Like he doesn't care. Like he's not passionate about boxing. He's doing this to stay relevant and to get his bag up. Like I don't think that's the same thing.
But let me ask this question, right? Like I always hear this staying relevant argument, and I feel like I can get it to a degree because it's like what you can see. But like you got a dude who's like starting off on Disney and just did a few other things, right? His career has evolved in like a full circle way that most creators don't get to experience. Like I really don't think this was about like staying relevant. I really think like
what does Jake Paul need to do to stay relevant at this point? You know,
I gotta disagree. I do think he does care.
Yeah, he genuinely
cares about being good at boxing. I think he does want that to be his thing.
I think. I mean, 2 or 3 years into it, you could argue that. But besides boxing, what else does he do now?
I only hear this nigga when he's out of
play. But I'm saying though, wouldn't he? I mean, Logan does like 4 different things. He's good at content and wrestling and fighting. So does KSI. Jake Paul completely quit content. I don't think Jake Paul is pulling more in the content world personally. I think Jake Paul stopped because what does he do? No one cares about Jake Paul anymore. He tried a podcast that failed abruptly.
I do think it's at the point now. Definitely, like more people, because if you look back to like his first couple fights, everyone's like if you took a poll of the majority of people who know Jake Paul and what they know him for, most people are gonna be like YouTuber. But I feel like now, if you did like that same poll for like people who know of Jake Paul now, I feel like the majority of people are gonna like know him as like that guy who does some boxing matches against like.
I don't agree with that.
No,
and I'm not saying he should be known as a boxer, but I feel like the majority of people now probably. I saw him on I saw him talking to Stephen A on First Take, and that was like the third time he's done that.
He's always introduced as a YouTube boxer. Like everybody knows he's a YouTuber. Like before, like he's like a content creator type shit before he's a boxer. That's how he's always like introduced. So I don't think that like the general person is gonna be like, oh, Jake Paul, that boxer guy. I think they're gonna be like,
I don't think they call him that boxer guy. I think they definitely there is an asterisk on there.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
They're not just like straight up, oh, he's a boxer.
I feel like he's put a couple more years into boxing before he's known. It's like the full 180 like Ludacris has. Like most people's like, oh, he's the Fast and Furious guy instead of the rapper. I feel like he needs a couple more years, and you know,
to be a squad invite,
to be
but even
considered
then,
that kind of.
I mean, the 4 of us are already here. Even then, I feel like that's mostly like you got to be younger for that to be the cases, right? Because like, and anyone who's like 20 something or older, like niggas know Ludacris was a rapper before he was an actor.
Yeah.
It's only if like you're a teenager or younger, you're like, oh, you mean the guy from the Fast and Furious movies? Like, no, Nicky, you don't know about Luda, you don't know about Throw the Bowl, you don't know about the Blueberry Yum Yum, nigga.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I
think about that for a lot of people.
Interest and like what you've been doing, you know, career-wise for the last, I don't know, 5-6 years, you know? I don't think Jake Paul's there yet to be considered boxer material or even considered a boxer, even though he's been kind of doing celebrity boxing.
Did you guys see what KSI posted about this?
Yo,
yeah, no, that was great.
I was gonna ask, honestly speaking, do you think, because if you guys, just for those who aren't in the loop, KSI basically made, you know, his typical, you know, tweet video just laughing at Jake, you know, he's smoking that Jake pack, whatever. But he also said he could beat the shit out of both Jake and Tommy Fury. If that fight did happen, who would you guys have out of KSI?
KSI, bro. KSI,
no. KSI fought Logan.
It's not a fade, but thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm going KSI, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't pay attention to this shit enough. I don't fucking know.
KSI beat Logan.
Are KSI and Jake friends or not?
No, KSI and Logan are friends, not Jake.
I don't keep up with that. I thought, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he started Prime, which is like their energy drink company or whatever, with Logan, because they buried the hatchet, and that's the person that KSI had fought in the past twice. Beat him the second time. But with Logan, it was always like, I don't know, it's always been shit talk and like, I guess awkward in a way, at least from the outside looking in, because like, obviously, Logan and KSI are business partners or whatever, but at the same time, his fucking brother Jake and KSI fucking hate each other. So it's like, you know, whatever. But I feel like in terms of the matchups, because even if we say Jake's had, you know, less competition than like a Tommy Fury or whatever, he still has had more competition than I think KSI so far in terms of like who he's fought.
Did you see the other fight today, Dion?
Yeah, I watched all of them.
No, the other one that happened today. It was earlier.
Dunk. Like in the same event?
No. It was separate. It was way before this one today.
No, I didn't.
It was Aiden Ross versus the Timeline.
Oh, yeah.
Good transition.
He's 2 for 2, baby. He's 2 for 2.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Yo, let him cook.
Yo,
Fucking with me, bro.
We'll be 2 for 2. That first one was a little shaky, but this one was good.
What brand of Segway did you buy?
Because you're in this bitch.
I'm just here.
That nigga is tough for real.
You're fitting perfectly in this bag.
All right,
Thank
so
you,
do you
bro.
want to introduce the topic? Because I got a lot I can say about this nigga.
Let's
so
go, bro. Let's go. Where do we begin, bro? I think it all starts if we gonna be technical. It all started when Aiden Ross had his breakup, bro. When Aiden Ross had his breakup,
Man, we going way back. Fucking Naruto origin.
no,
story.
that is when it started. He's right.
yeah, like we never talked about Andrew Tate, right? So this is a good way to introduce all of the lore, right? So way back, personally, I thought Aiden was very entertaining as a creator from a content creator perspective, because I never, like, he was the first to do a lot that he was doing and it to be received well. Like, he was coining like acting like gay for clout and making it work. Like, he was over here doing it on like rappers and all these
With big
things.
rappers and shit.
Yeah. So you're watching him for like the shock value, right? It's just like that. I feel like that was the content he was going for, and for me, it was interesting to watch it just all unfold, right? And there was a lot of good clips that came from it. I won't lie. Like honorable mention. I don't know if you guys seen the Keemstar moment when Keemstar was there.
Okay, that's a classic clip, because like nobody rocking with Keem on that. Oh my, that clip is hard to watch, man, because it's so cringe. I don't use that word lightly. That is probably one of the most cringe clips I've ever seen.
Yep. But yeah, anyways, so going from that lore, anyways, when Aiden was coming up, it seemed like from the start of his career, he was with this girl. And they were together for like quite a time. I think her name was like Pammy something. And they ended up breaking up, right? Now, prior to them breaking up, Andrew Tate arc just started. He's just starting to introduced to, social media and blowing up out of nowhere. And he did content with them. But I believe at one point, I remember Aiden saying specifically that it was pretty much on the lines of like, he didn't believe in the mantra that Andrew Tate was spitting. Like, this all seemed like it was just content, right?
Yeah.
So once him and his girlfriend broke up, you can tell it was really affecting dude. And the people that he started leaning towards in this situation, it seemed to be Andrew Tate. Like, because he was hanging out with him a lot, and Andrew Tate was saying all this stuff about him being a pussy on stream, and he was changing before our eyes, basically, right? So, like that's the premise. Fast forwarding to now, he got a deal on Kick, but he still was streaming on Twitch. He, at this point, was already really red pilled up, right? And he was just like on some other shit, basically. On the other platform he was on, he streamed porn, and I believe that in turn got him banned off of Twitch. And ever since then, it's just been a lot of like extremes. Like with the porn thing, he streamed like with all of his audience. Just a lot of his takes are just like, you can tell, reaching for attention. Like today he said there's only 2 genders or something like that. And you only say that if you're trying to piss people off. Like you're saying that because you're saying you want to fight today, right? Yeah. So it's just these extreme left and rights that all started happening ever since he had this breakup. And I might have had this timeline a little shaky because I'm playing the game, but yeah, that's the premise. Come on, Omega.
So yeah, no, you're spitting. So I might be on my preachy shit. Y'all can cut me off whenever, but this is why a lot of people like make such a big fuss about dudes like Andrew Tate and now Aiden Ross, dudes who like prey on other men who are feeling weak or frail in their lives, and particularly it happens to a lot of young men. Like Aiden Ross goes through his first ever heartbreak, and who does he have in his ear to try to get him through that? The #1 most misogynist human being on planet Earth. Like, could you imagine, like, at the lowest point in your life where you're like, oh my God, this bitch did me so dirty, like, I fucking hate this bitch, and you got this fucking dude spitting in your ear, all this misogynist shit? It'd probably work on a lot of people. I don't even necessarily blame Aiden Ross for getting
it
like
clearly does. That's how
exactly.
He does.
Exactly. That's why people like are so gung ho about like, oh, like fuck Tate and fuck all this shit, because this stuff has real ramifications on real people. When we talk about this, or at least I talk about this shit on my stream, where like teachers will be like, oh, this kid in my class today just called all the girls in the class dumb whores who don't have to work for their money. They're in 4th grade. Like, who do you think they're learning this shit from? This is why this shit is so dangerous, because this is what our youth is consuming, right? So now
likewise, the same thing applies to creators and streamers and stuff like
right.
Aiden Ross, because the majority of their following is young and impressionable.
Exactly.
It's like, while it's not their responsibility to obviously raise these kids, you have to take into account and be aware of who your audience is and the type of things you're teaching them.
Right. So now you got Andrew Tate rubbing off on Aiden Ross while Aiden is in this like vulnerable ass position. And now Aiden is the person that he is right now. And this is why I despise when people say, oh, it's just jokes. Oh, like it doesn't mean shit. Like they're just joking around or whatever. Like for example, that clip of Aiden Ross where he's playing GTA 5 RP, this nigga role playing as a white cop in GTA RP kills a black man in the middle of the street. And you know what I'm saying? And they say, oh, it's just jokes. But where does that shit lead to? Because I thought Tate was just jokes. I thought the shit Aiden Ross was saying on stream was just jokes. Right.
Just jokes until they flip the switch and start
Exactly. And the thing is that it's very hard to transition from jokes to like it being like real life. Like this is why it's like a popular thing in psychology. Like you don't want to like talk down on yourself or like make self-deprecating jokes all the time, because then you start to believe that shit. You know what I mean? Like the shit that you say and do as jokes, like eventually not only impacts the people that are watching you if you're a content creator, but it also impacts you. So yeah, I think that Aiden Ross at first like, yeah, this nigga Tate kind of crazy. I don't really believe none of this shit. But then he got his heart broken and he hangs around Andrew Tate a little bit too much. He's like, hold on, this nigga like kind of spilling. These bitches really ain't shit. Cause he's a what, 21, 22, and he's a millionaire. Like, you know what? You know how big that ego gotta be?
That and like, who do you really talk to when you're in that position, right? You're gonna lean to somebody who's also making money.
Yes, exactly.
I want to also add to Omega's point, to cut you off, that like this exact situation is why I think I really kind of despise the whole idea that during Andrew Tate's like rise, people always harped on the fact that like, you know, some things he said were true and, you know, some of the extremes are kind of crazy, right? And I think people need to understand that, like, if I'm arguing Omega and we're talking about, you know, we don't like he likes pineapple on pizza, I don't. We can disagree on that, right? But if he says go to the gym, work out, yeah, Omega's right. If Andrew Tate says go to the gym, work on yourself, and also women belong in the kitchen, like you can't just it's tactic, but that's what he does, right?
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
And whenever you're at a low
Pass me the ball for a second.
Whenever you're at a low point, it gets you one thing that's right. Everything sounds right, because like Afro said, this guy's rich and has money just like Aiden does. So I'm gonna look at this guy who he's in shape, has a 6-pack, has all these women in cars. If he says to work out, yeah, that's right, and meditate, yeah, that's right, and also women are currency. Okay, maybe he's right too. Like it's a cycle, right? Like it feeds into itself, because if he's right about one thing and that worked, maybe he's right about everything. And this is exactly how vulnerable guys fall in this trap all the time. Not just Aiden Ross, Tate's whole audience.
This is why I
realize Tate's whole audience is literally him preying on broken spirited men.
Yes,
That's all it
exactly.
is.
Like it's so easy to sell self-help to people that feel like they have nowhere left to go. But like
I'll take anything for help.
This is why it was so problematic, and I don't really like to use that word because I feel like it's like kind of a buzzword that niggas be cringing at, but it really was problematic when everybody was platforming Andrew Tate for like that month or two, because think of how many minds he was able to infect in that short time. Like, yeah, it's funny, Keck W, like, oh, he got the streamers to say this or do this. Like the whole meme was that like Andrew Tate went on Aiden's stream and bitched him. So now like Andrew Tate, like, or so now Aiden Ross is going on, you know, fucking Reddit, going on Twitter or whatever. Everybody calling him a bitch. Like, damn, like Andrew Tate just bitched, bro. So he's like, oh, I don't want to be like a bitch. Maybe I got to be like Andrew Tate, be more alpha or whatever. And all the other people that are watching that content, how many of those people were like listening to Tate? Like, hold on, this guy's kind of making some points. This guy kind of spin. That's why you don't want to give niggas like that a platform, because they spread shit like this. And now you got Aiden Ross. It's like, it's literally like a cancer. Like, it starts with Andrew Tate. He infects a big, huge conglomerate like Aiden Ross. And now there's millions and millions of kids all across the globe watching Aiden Ross like, damn, like Aiden is spitting. Aiden is King W Aiden or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, and it's like for a lot of men that are in a place of like, you know, looking for something, looking to look up to somebody, it's like all the cars and the lifestyle he's flexing. I feel like to a certain degree, I can even picture my own life, right? At a certain young age, I'll be like, yo, maybe this guy's on to something, right? Especially when you got all these classes. Bro, I think the craziest thing for that's a trend that's not, I think Andrew Tate kind of put a more of a monocle on it, where you can see it happening more often, where people are trying to pitch these classes like Hustles University or whatever, that is saying you can make money now, do all this shit. It's like the new 360. It's a new pyramid scheme, right?
Yeah,
but
exactly.
like they have all these things, and they're doing it on social media, where you're watching Kai, you know, DDG, all the, you know, up and coming people that you're looking at usually, right? And you see these people on the side, you know, also successful in the same clicks, and they just throw out some side comment like, hey, Hustles University, hey, this shit, whatever, you can make money right now. And it takes money to get in there. And I feel like people, you know, would look so up to these figures and what they got, they'll even quit their school to do it. Like, it's a dangerous game, bro. It's very dangerous.
You know what I like in this too? You remember back in the day, and it was a very easy trap for like a lot of like young gamers specifically to fall into. Back in the day, the hot topic was, remember Anita Sarkeesian?
That's actually a perfect segue.
Because it's like the wormhole, because like first you start watching, like, she was like, I'm a gamer, I'm not sexist, you know, no. And then they start, you know, trickling these other shit, like, that's why, and then you start going down this alt-right, like, pipeline.
Okay. I talk about this shit a lot because I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, that shit worked on me. Back in the day, I would watch those, like, libtards getting owned compilations or whatever, and I would watch those and I would laugh at the people who were, like, raging or freaking out over something small, but in all of those videos, there's, like, little nuggets of misogyny and little nuggets of shit that it brings, it's like breadcrumbs down the alt-right pipeline, so then I'm sitting here having, like, alt-right views and shit. I didn't even know it. I didn't even know what was happening to me.
That's why this is like really dangerous, because like they like Balvin was saying, they'll hit you with like a couple things that you agree with, and then they'll start like trickling some other shit coupled with it, so you start associating like, look at these losers, like what the fuck are they talking about?
It's cult shit, right?
Legit.
They pull you in on like one thing that's like rational and you might need in your life at the time, and then after that, all the other shit comes out because you trust them now, right? And I want to go back to what Afro said as well, that like, bro, whenever I was 16, 15, and I got my heart broke for the first time, down bad, no money, no bitches, and some nigga with cars, money, and bitches came to me and said, hey, bro, you want some cars, money, and bitches?
So when did you start calling them bitches, Balvin?
That's the thing, though, right? It's either like you just got your heart broken, or there's a lot of guys who just don't get women until they hit a certain age, or even at all for a while, and it's almost like they're already looking for a reason, right? And then you have someone who's successful come out and say, oh, by the way, women suck, and you're like, yeah, it's not me, it's the women that are wrong.
Exactly. It's not your fault, King. It's not your fault. You're a hustler. You're part of Hustler University. It's the women's fault. Yeah, it's the whore's fault.
That's where the whole like preying on the vulnerable and broken spirited part comes in, because they validate their shortcomings by saying it's the world's fault, not theirs. Like, it's the girl's fault that you're like all this other stuff, and then they preach all this shit, but then say go get money, work out, and do it to get women. You hate them, but you're gonna spend your whole life trying to get these women that you hate. It's so backwards.
Yeah, so can I bring out, just while we're on that subject, before Andy literally streamed porn on Kick, like 2 weeks before he had the Kick deal, he was on Twitch talking about how Aiden Ross, he was talking about how porn is like a sin and a poison in our society.
Oh yes, the hypocritical shit. Yep.
And then streamed porn to his.
Like the Andrew Tate. There's a current thing with the Proud Boys right now, where there was like a form getting passed around that they omit to, where like they don't beat off. Like, you can't beat off, and if you do, it's only once a month, and you have to be within 6 foot of a woman or something, right? But they're like anti-masturbation, stuff like that. But then 2 weeks later, he's streaming porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the no fap thing has been a pretty fucking ridiculously large movement on like the underbelly of the internet recently. It's kind of crazy. But I do think but did you see his reason why he said he did that on Kick, the porn thing?
No.
He said because he was asked about it. He said because his chat was spamming to do it and he wanted to prove a point.
Right.
That was his reasoning behind why.
So he showed
from the outside looking in. I thought that's
totally
what I thought it was. I thought it was like, hey, look what I can do on this platform that I couldn't do on Twitch. And
the thing is, you got an audience full of like 14-year-olds.
No,
that's weird.
I'm not justifying it, but I figured that was why he did it.
But despite like that too, like it's more so like, you know, the fact that he was preaching that like he's anti this shit, and still to prove a point, all his values disappeared.
Yeah,
I mean, to do a callback to the first episode, it's like if me and Balvin said all that shit about Hogwarts and then streamed it. Just to prove a point, like, bro,
just to prove a point.
Right? Like, what the fuck? Like, I just want to show you I could do it. I could put up my PS5 right now and do it. Like, it's well within my ability to do so.
I am that nigga.
I have an Elgato capture card. Like, don't test me.
Well, listen, I've been out of the loop. I don't know, like most of these niggas I don't know. So this is kind of like the first time I'm hearing about all this. But the first thing when like Thunder was like bringing this up to my attention, I asked how old was he, and he was like early 20s. All right, that sounds about right. Because like when I started like falling down that path, I was like in my early 20s.
Right.
And I feel like you really don't wake up until you start experiencing more of life. It's like holy shit.
Exactly. And
they just chatting
this
over
is
here.
the thing, like all of these dudes right now that are popping on the internet, these niggas are under 24, bruh.
Yeah.
Like holy shit,
also,
they're kids.
Really quickly, this does not. I know y'all aren't saying this, but I want to say this in case that doesn't excuse any of the behavior.
Right, exactly, of course.
No, but I'm saying like
I don't know. Oh no, but
we were not doing this shit at 24.
No, but to make it even worse though, and I'm gonna give this to Aiden Ross and probably everybody else popping off right now. They might be 21 like physically, but most of these guys mentally are probably still 17. Because if you
definitely evolve slower than women, bro.
Men definitely have a much slower evolved time, number one. But number two, these guys blew up on the net when they were 15, 16 and got money, viewers. This goes back to our first episode of the season.
Imagine
whenever you blow up, go ahead, Thunder. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just trying to think, like imagine if socially, like if you got big at like 16, and instead of having to do that thing where you have to talk to people normally and like have regular human being interactions and develop regular social skills, everyone is just sucking your dick because you have money.
Right.
Like everybody's just sucking it. You literally have to, you can stop developing because nothing's pushing you to do that anymore.
Absolutely. And this is not me saying that to excuse it or to make sense of it. It's to show how much more vulnerable these guys are mentally.
Yeah.
Because you might be 21, but really when you're 21, even without this shit, you're probably like 18 or 19 mentally, to be honest. But with the internet, the pandemic, YouTube, clout, viewer, social media, your progression as an adult does not happen as fast as the common person.
That's true.
So it makes these guys all the more vulnerable for someone like an Andrew Tate to come in and be like, yeah, it makes it so much easier. Like, so as because you can tell because like what Afro said, like the tweet he put out today about the whole 2 Ninjas thing, whether he believes that or not doesn't fucking matter. You're only tweeting that to cause shit. Like you're trying to cause disruption. It doesn't matter if you believe it or not, because you have no reason to just say it for nobody's provoking you, no one's debating you. Just saying it because you want to cause shit, and that is a young man's mentality. Like, and guess what? This guy's a multi-millionaire. Just shut up. You won. You won the game.
I would go a step further to kind of argue, like when you're a YouTuber or a content creator to that degree, right? You know, for a lot of us, because we just do gaming and shit. Well, I won't say a lot. Well, it depends. I really don't know. Like I don't pay attention to like niggas peaks and shit like that, right? But usually when people are playing games, it's like their peaks are coming from like a specific game, or maybe it's like a specific idea type shit. And that is the crux bringing the views. But for these niggas, it's like it's them. Like they are the source, right? And like I can understand how that can be stressful to a degree, because I feel like you feel the need to always be at go all the time, and you know what I'm saying? But I feel like when you're also like, how would you say, in the ages between what maybe like 18 to like 23, like you start blurring the lines between what should be content and this is who I actually am, right? And I feel like that's the problem. Like I feel like Aiden is doing this because maybe somewhere down the line he thinks he has like a message to preach, but he doesn't do that naturally, right? And this all just comes off in the same way that he does any other content. It's like shock value shit. Yeah. But like he now wants to be taken seriously, but he's not really doing anything different that he's always done. It's just more toxic now, right? It's like I feel like the lines between real making progress and fighting for something, like they're just blurred with making content, like as Omega said with Mr. Beast last episode, right? Like content brain type shit,
right? Right.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
And I think that because I mean, like, whether you liked his content or not before this, I agree with you. He had no passion to like spread any kind of message for humanity at one point, and I think that is a direct root of Tate. That is directly tied to him. The whole red pill, escaping the Matrix thing. Now this guy feels like he has to save people, right, and save the youth. That is the content now. Like, the majority of it is, at least. Like, he's
the thing is, because it's so profitable to do that. Like, you got a bunch of like young vulnerable kids, and like, oh, I'm trying to save y'all, I'm trying to protect y'all. They gonna love you, bro. They gonna worship you, and that's exactly what we see on Twitter.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
That's why you can't tweet shit about Aiden without his little army coming at you like crazy.
Aiden owns you, bro. L.
For real, bro.
I think one thing that Aiden kind of exposed to, in my opinion, I wouldn't even say Aiden specifically, but more so like this wave of content creators that the W and L communities people are calling it. Like Twitch low-key's on some shady shit, and we've always known that, but this time it's like I'm watching these niggas play chess live. Like when they banned Aiden like permanently, they also unbanned Bruce,
I did notice
part of that community who got a notification
I appreciate
for getting
you, Goofy.
banned permanently, right? It's like they literally did a live NBA trade. I don't even know, like what is this?
You know, I was
you know what I'm saying?
I was busy
Twitch
today, but
trade
I was gonna tweet that because I did notice that. That was
Bro,
very
crazy.
suspicious timing.
Yeah.
Do y'all think that for real is a thing though, or are we memeing?
Like I
No,
think
it literally happened that way.
No. I know the timing. I'm saying, do you genuinely?
No,
think,
I think Bruce was always going to get unbanned at this time, regardless, because I think it's been like a full month since his last ban, so it makes sense that it would fall like on this day. And I think they chose a good time to like ban Aiden because one, there is a lot of like controversy around him right now. He's done a lot of things that are well worth the ban, and then also Bruce is back, so it's like I don't know. I don't want to say for sure they're like correlated in any way, but it does, you know, it's a good look for Twitch, I guess, because if it was just Aiden getting banned and there was no other like big news going on, yeah, that would have probably been messy.
Wait, but correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Bruce show a screenshot or something saying he got indefinitely banned for invasion or some shit?
Indefinitely just kind of means like, this is why Twitch sucks, but indefinitely just kind of means whenever like Twitch wants to unban you, because when I got banned for 30 days, it also said indefinitely.
Oh, that's
so
terrifying.
Yeah,
they don't say nothing back to you, huh? When you're asking like when or anything like that.
No, they never got back to me.
No, that sucks.
But I would imagine they got back. I would imagine they got back to Bruce though, because I mean he's fucking Bruce.
I agree. I think that's why I asked, because I know, because indefinitely does Twitch, it's saving themselves, right? Because they don't unban you, they said it was indefinite,
right?
But indefinite just means basically to be determined.
Yeah,
like,
I understand that. I just remember key moments of people saying they got banned, and I remember seeing them stay banned, and that was like the screenshot they put when they saw it indefinite, right? So that was why I guess I was asking.
Like,
no, because you're not wrong with that's just Twitch saving their own ass. Because if they don't unban you now, then they're clear.
I'm also positive they like told him that he was gonna get him banned eventually. Because if you got to think about it, if Bruce was legitimately like banned forever, and Twitch told him like, yeah, we have no plans on unbanning you, he'd have probably been a lot louder on social media and probably would have made content on another platform by now. He was just probably waiting it out until he got unbanned. But that's just headcanon, so I don't know.
I mean that makes sense to me though.
Yeah,
because he was like radio silent after it.
I know he went nuclear at first, but then like just didn't say shit for a few weeks.
Yeah,
my 2K averages are going crazy down after this.
I'm sorry, bro. If it makes you feel better, I'm like one of the best Unite players.
I just don't believe that,
bro. If you look at the VOD, yo, bro.
I mean, I believe that. I believe I'm not hating. I'm not hating.
You in the wide 10-player base.
Bro,
I was gonna say, do people even play that game still?
They do. It's me, people.
All 7 of you?
Yikes.
You and Aiden Ross's fan base on the game right now.
Yo, what the fuck?
A bunch of fucking toddlers, bro.
I know for a fact people play this shit because so many people on here are talking about how they're hyped for Pokemon Day tomorrow. I don't know if you guys heard about Pokemon Day with the streams. And
No one's heard about it.
Moon.
Wait, you saw
Why
Aiden did Goofy? Are you
what do
serious?
you mean?
No one's heard about it.
Yes, they have.
I hadn't heard about it.
Chat, look. Moon is sabotaging me because I know for a fact
hold
he
on.
saw
Oh
the
my!
script in the
He's
chat,
just chatting, bro.
He saw the script in the chat, bro. He
What
knew
does
this was what we were
Pokemon
going
Day
to
have
talk
to do
about.
with Unite?
Right?
It wasn't. It was a segue, but Moon made it.
All right,
so
get
you
this
wouldn't-
Damn.
you sabotaged me purposefully.
Oh my god, bro.
It's all right, bro.
That was
It's
a
all
great
right, bro.
segue, Af.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, Pokemon Day.
Unnecessary glazing, 5 yards.
Come on, bro. Fuck Pokemon. Fuck Pokemon.
5 yards
ruined it
back.
for me,
Unnecessary
bro.
glazing.
Oh, my fault. Let me pop the dick out my mouth.
Who won Pokemon, bro? Anybody?
I don't know. We talking about something else, bro.
Wait, do we know any of the leaks or no?
Oh,
There's leaks, but they look really fake. But
That's what I mean. Like we always get those fake ones.
The
All I'm
leaks that
saying
I
is
saw
is
look too good to be true, bro.
If they give us Johto Legends, I'm sucking dick for that game.
Ooh. Let me get my throat ready.
honestly, so
Johto,
in a-
anything, you can have my money.
I was gonna
Yep.
say in an ideal world, they go on a 3-year cycle. We get Let's Go Johto, we get Arceus something or Legends something, and then we get another mainline game. But I don't think they're gonna stick with Let's Go, which is unfortunate. But if they announce
I'm
a
fine with
Legends,
that.
the
You give me
rumor was-
Legends Johto, I'm sucking dick for that.
the rumor was Legends Burn Tower, which would
what
be
if you just
Johto.
skip the game? Like that's a crazy extreme.
Bro,
Nah.
would you not do that?
What?
No, okay, look, here's a scenario, Afro, right? You could be a
Okay.
hero for the rest of the world. Pokemon company pulls up and says, "This is our guy. You suck his dick right now. The rest of the
Yeah,
world
yeah.
gets
I
Pokemon
will
Johto."
do that. I will do that. But
do
how
it.
I'm hearing
What's
what you're
good with
saying.
y'all?
No. But this is what I'm hearing. What he's saying. I like they announced the game. He's oh yeah, I'll suck dick for it. But it's coming no matter what. Like
You could just pay
But
money.
we don't know.
You're trying to suck dick for free.
You could just pay the
No matter what.
$70.
right.
But
You don't have to
we
suck-
don't know what's
you don't
coming.
have to suck the dick.
Oh,
I'm
that's what you're
saying
saying.
it's
Okay.
sucking dick is announced. I'm saying if I have to suck dick for Burn Tower to be a real thing, I might just have to get on my knees.
Yeah, y'all forget that your mouth is
If you
unlimited.
want to suck dick, you could just do that.
Like 20 times, bro.
You could also just suck dick, yeah.
Bro,
You ain't gotta do the Pokemon.
Bro, I'm not
thing.
sucking
is
dick
just
if I'm not
there.
getting Johto out of it. Like I gotta get something out of it.
Coward.
What if Ash died in a shootout?
Got the obelisk.
But
So,
I guess the one leak I saw. My fault, man. I feel like you had something hot and steamy, and I just fucked it up, bro. Go
No.
on.
I was just gonna continue on with the Pokemon thing because I heard that there's heavy rumors that they're gonna bring like Gen 1 through 3 onto the Nintendo Switch Online.
Ooh, no one cares.
They could stop at
It-
two.
it- Isn't it a thing
Do we
right
care
now?
about that?
I
I feel
care
like
about
people
that.
always get
I
hyped
would-
about that shit. Like, bro, just get an emulator.
yeah,
Oh
because
my
Nintendo is
God.
notoriously good at having good emulation on their
Okay,
platforms.
so
Okay.
here's the thing though. What emulation's not good at is trading online and doing
Yeah,
shit like
right.
that. So I've had a Pokemon video theory idea for a while, like stream thing I wanted to do, but the emulation tech is there.
That's so goofy.
And like, cause like a big rumor was, or the reason why that rumor started getting spun was because I think there was like a trailer for Pokemon Stadium coming to like the Switch Online or whatever, and it said like, oh, trading is not available in this version, and then they went back and removed that little disclaimer from the trailer. So that's why people have been talking about like, oh, they might have Gens 1 through 3 on like the Switch Online emulator bullshit.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like we can get into this conversation if it's gonna be one, but I think the Switch is low key the best console out, bro. I love it. I love the Switch.
Okay,
It's,
hold on.
it's so good, bro.
Not to go too far back, but
Okay.
I just saw a tweet, and this is news to me. Is Aiden black?
No, that was a joke. That was a joke. It's
Oh,
because like
okay.
he's always around like black content creators and all this shit.
I
Maybe.
was saying, look, I didn't see some white passing fellas in my lifetime, but I don't think that nigga's a nigga.
What did you say before that, Afro?
Bro,
bullshit.
I'm fighting for my life right now. I forgot.
He said Switch was the best console out there.
The best
bro,
console out.
you think that's bullshit, Moon?
They have the. I mean, they got the
They have a
best
good-
library. Like you can't even deny that.
Yeah, in terms of like what the platform can do, I feel like they're decades behind and
I
what
was
they're
gonna say,
offering.
why are
Yeah,
we even
yeah,
entertaining
but-
this? I thought he just said this
I'm
as a
not-
joke.
I'm not even talking about
It's
like
quiet at first.
graphics. I'm not talking about like graphics and
No,
shit.
but I'm talking about like this content wise.
yeah,
like,
like
what
gimmicky.
What you mean content wise? There's mad content on the Switch.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like just like online features.
No.
Hold on. Dion, are you really gonna argue best console when you just never mind, bro?
You said the Switch is the best console. Period. You did not
the best
say
console out.
No, catalog of games. Okay, that's a different conversation.
Okay, but hear me out. I'm talking like it's just convenient. There's a good catalog to bring on the go type shit. I feel like you don't even get looked that crazy for having a Switch in public as you would like a Switch Deck or some other shit.
Wouldn't the Steam Deck be better then?
So the thing is, so that's true. First of all, the Steam Deck is not a wieldy machine. That being said, the Steam Deck is better than the Switch, but the Switch got Nintendo games, bro. Like,
yeah, bro, like, it's so cool, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I think Afro's got a good point. Like, what console that's out right now? Like, what generation of console would you say is better than the Switch?
The Switch.
Again, when you said that, I thought you were talking about like everything a console.
No.
Yeah, that's initially
I'm
as well.
Talking about like the experience that's coming with the shit, like specifically.
Okay,
too.
yes,
like,
the Switch
I'm not really
experience
impressed with
is
anything right now. If I'm
gonna be honest with you, if I had to get rid of everything right now, bruh, I got your PS5 or 2K, but really being real, I think the Switch is definitely the best one. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I think for like the PS5 and Xbox, really.
There really isn't anything on them.
I'm an Xbox shill, obviously. That's not
W dick riding. Yep.
But I just think like there's not much these consoles are offering right now.
Right now, yeah, I agree.
If I had to choose one console to go alongside my PC, it's the Switch, 100%.
Me too.
Let's ask it this way. Let's say, because I'll give it to the Switch in this respect. If you had somebody who's never played a video game in their life and they had to get one console to
the Switch
have their experience, then yeah, it's the Switch for sure.
Yeah.
Shit. Even with all my experience, I'm still getting the Switch.
Yeah, same.
Right now. I just feel like, because I mean, obviously we have heavy hitters on the PS5 and not really on Xbox, but we have heavy hitters on like the PS5 and shit. But like, it's like every 8 months is a good game. Whereas like the Switch, I can get time at that anytime I want to. I'm not gonna lie. There's many games on there.
Okay, wait, is that real? Because Nintendo's been asset dropping games.
This is gonna vary per person, but I think I definitely spend more time on PS5 than I do on the Switch.
I mean, that's valid.
Yeah,
like,
I feel like it depends on the game.
Playing what though?
Like
what are you playing right now?
For real, I would love to spend more time on the PS5.
Yeah,
I think
I'm saying in general,
there's nothing there.
If it wasn't for 2K, I would not be playing the PS5 at all.
2K23, this would be a Warzone dust collector. I would not be touching this shit.
I just feel like everything that I primarily play.
I guess that you play a lot of fighters and shit.
You guys coming back on Switch?
Okay, so wait, what are you guys spending on the Switch right now?
PlayStation?
Because my Switch collects dust for like a year straight before I ever actually play anything on it.
Yeah,
I want to know how we mentioned PlayStation slander and Nano showed up.
Yeah.
I also noticed.
No, you don't.
No, I think overall right now, besides like there is a drought that has been happening a lot this generation. I think everything is mid right now, personally speaking. But if I had to pick
Elden Ring
quality, I mean that came out like 2 years ago.
That was last year.
Bro, time is not real. It doesn't matter either way.
Also, like another thing,
it's been a whole year since then.
I'm not playing any console unless it's my PC. Like that's the only thing I'm playing games on, unless it's 2K, in which case I do play on my PS5. But like 2K, like that's not like, oh, I gotta have a PS5 for this.
What are you?
But aside from Afro, like, what are we?
Yeah, that's my question now.
What are you exciting thing?
What the fuck are you playing on a goddamn Switch?
What are you? Is this a real question?
Are we?
Yes,
this is all very real.
I mean, I am personally playing my Switch a lot right now because I'm playing Fire Emblem Engage. But other than that, like, what are you playing?
Fire Emblem Engage, Metroid Prime Remastered literally just came out. You got the Pokemon games if you're into Pokemon.
16 FPS.
But we still playing it though. What are you playing on the PS5, nigga? PS4 games still?
I didn't play it.
No, wait.
I couldn't handle it.
Fuck the Switch. What are you playing on PS5 right now? Right now.
Dragon Ball Fighters, nigga.
You're playing God of War still? Nigga, the game came out like 6 months ago.
I am still playing that game, yes.
Okay.
But like, I don't think
that is not the common experience.
Nintendo loves to like re-release and
I can give you guys a little. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm running through The Last of Us Part 1 along with the show right now. When I'm done, I still haven't got to Ragnarok, and then I'm gonna fire up Sonic Frontiers probably because I never got to that game either.
Bro,
look what we were amped before when you mentioned Pokemon. They're like remasters of old games. Metroid Prime, another remaster.
Bro, Pokemon Violet was heat. What are we doing?
The library of the Switch is just deeper. It's
deeper. It is
right now though.
Okay,
like,
I feel like listen, there's way more of a variety of different games you can play on PlayStation. I feel like than the Switch, because the Switch obviously has like its really good catalog of like Mario games, Zelda games, the exclusives that you can't get anywhere else. I get it, but what I'm trying to say is like I feel like there's way more of a variety. And again, I understand PS5 releases have been not few and far between.
But
PS5 includes all PS4 games. So if we're talking about what a console can offer entirely,
Switch is the system to go to. If we're talking RPGs, I agree.
Even if we include PS4 games, like what PS4 games are worth playing? There's like 10. Like maybe
Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and
this is crazy.
Anyway.
I gotta wait real quick. Bro, I almost lost my mind, bro. Now I know this is not on Sony. This is on Rockstar because they are a horrible company. But I tried to play Red Dead 2 again. So I launched Red Dead 2 on my PS5. Like, I bet this shit runs smooth as a bitch. No, nigga, it still runs like it did on the PS4.
Yeah, they've not.
Wait, did they come out with a PS5 version, or is it just PS4?
They still have not. Like, what's up with Rockstar, bro? Get your boys in order.
Well, that's Rockstar. That's not.
They've been like Naughty Dog. They've been resting on their laurels.
My bad. Yeah, you're right.
The only other thing I got real quick.
Feel like, oh, my fault, go on.
I was just gonna say the only thing I got real quick was when you guys say that the PlayStation has no variety for selection, that's because any game that's on either console, you say you already play on your PC. If you weren't literally removing every single game that ever came out on PC and also PlayStation, it's got a library. You know what I mean?
No,
I don't know.
But there's also like
my thing about I'm not saying obviously the PS5 or the PS in general has an amazing catalog of games. There are great games you can play. But a majority of them, once you beat them, like you're kind of done. Whereas I feel like the Switch has much more options.
Yeah, like when I get a game that I really look forward to on the PlayStation 5, it feels like I'm gonna watch a movie in IMAX. Like it's a great experience, it's amazing, but it's over so soon, bro. And then I'm just like, well, if I want to play any multiplayer game that I'm interested in, COD or whatever, I gotta do a soul sacrifice and delete something else. But
I also think the definitely is POV to person to person, because I think
obviously
a majority of this call only plays AAA games. So I think that's like hindering POEs a lot, because me and Omega play a lot of bullshit that y'all never play. So I think,
that's a perfect way to put it.
So I think we're arguing is very different, because I think when I say the catalog's deeper, there are much more like very niche and different titles I'm gonna find on a Switch than a PS5.
I feel like there's a lot of cool indie games on PS5 too.
There are indie games on everything. What I'm saying,
but like you said you play like random little niche bullshit, so that's what I figured you were talking about. It's like indie games.
I'm just glad Balvin included me playing AAA Unite, bro. I appreciate.
AAA Unite.
AAA Unite is.
You take the grain of salt.
All I'm saying is, can you play Pokemon Unite on the PS5? Like, I don't think so.
I'm back on the PS5 argument. So.
Omega.
Okay, I'm a little confused though, because it sounds like one of the arguments against the PlayStation is that you guys just don't replay the games. Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I know. It's like
it's not.
They're not your cup of tea.
No, you can replay the games. I'm saying, but I can do more than I have. I don't want to only have that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna play God of War. I love it. I might play it again a year later. But it's done. It's a finished experience. Whereas,
but
like,
you can't.
But I'm confused. Is that not the case for just any single player game?
What is dropping like crazy on the Switch right now that you could just pop 7 different games off? Then
I don't really have much of a dog in this fight. I don't play many PS5 games or Switch games, if I'm honest. But like, I
think my point's being misconstrued here.
I'm misunderstanding it entirely. That's why I'm asking for clarification.
The quality of games on the PS5 are fucking incredible. And there are incredible God of War.
You're saying the quantity isn't
I'm saying that for me personally, if I were to be getting a console right now and I wanted a plethora of like incredible titles to play, not just AAA ones, there's a bunch of shit for not PC included, consoles. I play the God of War Ragnarok. I play Elden Ring. There's like an 8-month gap between whenever I turn shit on ever. That's That's just me though, and I know this is all subjective.
Okay,
yeah,
so now my question is,
like, if you're
what
playing
are the titles on the Switch then? Because like I feel like for me, there's always an 8-month gap.
Okay,
on my Switch.
no, okay,
but the titles
listen.
you're not gonna play them though. Is what I said.
Listen. Okay, you got
that's why I'm asking
no
for examples.
That's we're trying to give it to you, nigga. So here's the thing.
He has been asking for a while.
If you were to get, Balvin literally said, if you were to get a console today, like whether it was a PS5 or a Switch, like you never owned a Switch, you got Breath of the Wild, you got Mario Odyssey, you got Luigi's Mansion, you got both Fire Emblem games, you got Pokemon. There's a lot there for you to play.
That's fair, but like a lot of those are old. It feels like a lot of the examples on PlayStation were old.
Like right now, like if you had to pick a console to play a game, like what are you booting up right now? You, not like the general person, because you said that like right now I could boot something up on my Switch. Like what are you gonna boot up on your PlayStation because you have 8-month wait or whatever the fuck you were saying. So yeah. Lotus is asking, at least as far as what I'm hearing, is like, what game is that on the Switch that you're booting up right now?
I mean, this nigga's literally playing Fire Emblem as we speak. Like that's
I am, but I'm asking you niggas because like I'm asking for clarification because I just felt like at first I wasn't understanding the whole point of like I played this game on the PlayStation and then it's done. I'm like, but is that not the case for every game?
I'm
but the point, my point is not like I play it and it's done. That's every game, obviously. I'm saying that the window between whenever I'm personally getting my PS5 again is months in between, because the games that come out are very stretched throughout, and they're mainly just single player hits that just go like.
I think the key word.
So what are the Switch games that are bringing you back?
So when you say this, are you saying that applies to like the PlayStation exclusives or just games on the PlayStation in general?
Exclusives.
Okay.
So what Switch exclusives are bringing?
If we're just talking about exclusives, I have no debate. I thought you were just talking about overall. Because if you're talking about overall, like for example, if you're somebody who plays like fighting games, for example, you can either play that shit.
Well, yeah, because
crispy
I'm
on PlayStation,
a big fighting game guy. I'm not playing any fighting games on
or you can play that shit like way worse performance on Wi-Fi dial-up shit on the Switch.
Look, I'll say about the Switch has way more timeless games.
No, I give you that. That's Nintendo in general.
But that's because they're just releasing like basically the same game for like
over and over again. That was my point.
Like how often can you miss if you just release the same Mario game every year?
That's just not okay. That's not true, bro. Like
I don't think they're releasing the same Mario game.
No,
obviously,
they won't release more Mario games. We've been on Mario Kart 8 for 11 years.
And we're still playing Mario Kart. That's what I'm saying. That's my point.
Nintendo's really good at finessing. Props to them.
No,
Nintendo are the biggest finessers.
They're good at finessing. We did this last week.
They just dropped like 30 more
Nintendo
tracks.
tricking y'all for real. Nintendo tricking y'all.
They just dropped like 30 more tracks.
Bro.
Yo,
they know how to swindle. Like, listen, props to Nintendo. If they was drug dealers, they would have the whole game on lock. I'm telling you that right now. And the thing is, they will fool you guys and will sell gangbusters. So you can't even say anything, bro.
Sony be doing the same shit.
My only other thing, and like again, like I say, it sounds like I'm trying to reference Sony. I'm really not, because like I said, I don't have a bunch of PS5 exclusives, whatever. I'm playing either.
Shit.
But like, so when Omega started naming games, he's saying shit like both Fire Emblems, for example, like Three Houses is like several years old at this point. But I also feel like one of the arguments against like PlayStation was that the gap, and that the games. But I'm like, if we're talking like older shit, it's like you still have like, I don't know, like the PS5. Well, for me, it's a PS5 game, because I never played it on PS4. But like Ghost of Tsushima, which I felt like from what I saw is a decent enough upgrade to warrant it being called a PS5 game. But like, there is definitely other shit to play if you're taking into account like everything that's released on it.
And that's the thing too. You can't just look at, I don't know, single player games, because a lot of people
multiplayer games
like there's a lot of people who are just playing, and like there is this crowd. I'm not saying this is us, obviously, but there's that crowd who's like, oh, I just play fucking Warzone, or I just play Fortnite, or I just play 2K, and like in those respects, you're never booting up your dusty ass Switch to play those games, because it's not going to be able to handle it.
So then those aren't the people part of the conversation for the best console.
It's a Warzone machine. How is that like?
It's not a war. That's one game. I listed one game. I listed like 3 games right there. You just picked out one.
My PS5 is definitely a 2K machine right now.
It is. No, I'm saying for certain people, it is a one game machine, and that usually lasts for months. Am I wrong? You just said that.
Yeah, but I feel like that goes either way, because for me, that is my Switch. Like I have one RPG that I play like every 6 to 8 months, and then I wait for the next one that I like.
Yeah, but no, that's I know, but
that's like my Switch for Monster Hunter. Every time a new update comes in, I'll pop in, do whatever update I can on Monster Hunter, and I'll hop off my Switch.
I think the problem here is that I think Balvin and I were talking about like how we would use our Switch, and I think like you guys were taking it as like this is how most people also operate, when I don't think that was the case. We were just like trying to say like that's, I don't know how you smoked that. That was crazy. Anyways, but yeah, so we're not saying that like this is like unequivocally true. Like this is why the Switch is better than the PS5. Sure. This is why I personally think the Switch is a better console than the PS5. So anyways,
the Switch has been out longer and has a deeper library. Is that what am I taking that away?
I know the Switch obviously is gonna have a deeper library. It's been out for fucking like 6-7 years longer.
But it's not. But
I also just like the experiences that Nintendo crafts in their new games when I do play one. Whereas you guys know about me, I've been very critical about AAA games in the past, especially Sony ones. So that's no shock here. But yeah, it's refreshing when I boot up like a fucking Fire Emblem or a Pokemon game, because those are experiences I only get on the Switch.
The games that I do play on my Switch, I fucking love every single one. Like some of my favorite games of all time at this point. Like with like Three Houses, like Engage, like fucking
Heroes.
Like the dumbass Dragon Ball game, the Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission, like that game was incredible. Like I don't use my Switch often, but when I do, I love those games a ton. And I always get super invested. Like Fire Emblem Engage has been out for I don't know how long. I have like 70 hours in it, on top of me doing like full-time YouTube and Twitch, and I don't stream the game at all. So like
and I want to harp on what Omega said too. It definitely was like this. Like from my perspective on how I guess we operate, because like I said before, I think everything for me personally is kind of mid. I don't really my PS5.
Dion got nuts in his mouth.
I would never turn this on if it was never 2K. I swear to God, this PS5. I played Ragnarok. Now I'm good. Elden Ring. That's on PC as well, but I played it on my PS5. Loved it once it was done. Didn't cut this bitch on until Warzone came back out. So it's like that, but that's just for me though. You know? Like
again, if you, for me. Yeah, if it's just for you, I get it. But I just feel like overall, I don't know. Yeah, like if you're talking about like general,
but I feel like the library of Switch isn't for you. Would you agree?
Yeah, the Switch, but again, it's years to kind of build that up. But yeah, I agree.
I'm definitely not trying to play Splatoon or whatever. It's usually not my.
Because I feel like the running joke is like when a game comes out on the Switch, it's just like it's hard to even get excited because it's on the Switch.
Maybe for you.
No, even like Breath of the Wild coming out, it's just like it's held back because it's on the Switch, and that's what you're trying to defend is the Switch.
If the Switch was I get it, the games are great. I think I would be very firmly planted in the idea that is the superior console right now.
No, my thing is two things can be true at the same time. You can be like, okay, the Switch's catalog is amazing, but the fact that the games are held back by the Switch, the very thing you're trying to defend, is like an L in the Switch.
My problem is the way that I played Breath of the Wild was I got that on a Wii U emulator on my computer, and the graphics look way better and the weapons don't break. And I know that when Tears of the Kingdom comes out and I downgrade to ass, I'm gonna be so upset.
No,
I mean I hear you on the whole graphics and like performance thing, but like at the same time,
that's a key thing for a console. I feel like
to you, maybe to you,
to you though, to you,
not just graphics, no performance. If my shit's running at 15 FPS, how am I gonna take that shit seriously?
It wasn't 15 FPS. You're being hyperbolic. It was not that. It was not that bad. It was not that bad.
Niggas also name drop Pokemon, and that game did run like ass. Despite being fun, that game was horrible.
I'm not, but I think that goes. I think that goes to show though. Like at least for me, just so we're clear, I'm talking for me. Like to me, the unique gameplay experience is more worth it, even though it's gonna run worse than playing like the same fucking like over the shoulder third person like adventure game where the niggas making quips every fucking 35 seconds and I got a head on my fucking hip telling me how to solve a puzzle. Like, okay, that's
Hi-Fi Rush was a good game. I just want to get that out.
That is facts. Hi-Fi Rush
was fire.
Afro's just gonna chime in and just keep doing this. Like
again,
it was just real quick, bro. I'm sorry.
But your real quick statement caused this whole fucking console war.
But that
can't really argue.
Quick and then didn't say anything.
You guys allowed me to focus on my Unite match, and guess what?
You
lost.
Won.
So thank you for holding.
Proud of you.
Congratulations, bro.
I'm gonna
say this. I'm gonna say this and leave it at this.
Be mad.
I agree that the catalog is, you could argue that the Switch is better, and I would maybe even lean towards that. But my thing is, when you say the Switch is the better console, like obviously catalog has something to do with that. But I guess the way I heard it is like, okay, if two games come out on PS5 and the Switch, nobody's playing that shit. Nobody's playing that shit on the Switch.
No, bro.
No, again, I get it. I get it. That's why the way it was worded when you first said it was like the Switch is the best console.
No, that's why the argument started off with in addition to my PC, because if it's gonna come on a triple, like they're obviously
I'm not getting it on my Switch.
No one cares. Sorry, just for clarification. Yeah, whenever you say the better console, I'm not even the Switch being in an argument for hardware is so far out of this world that I would never even acknowledge that. So I would never argue that.
Because that's like the first thing that me and Dan would bring up. We were talking about like the infrastructure, like the online capabilities of the system.
Oh, that's what.
And you guys would bring up the catalogs. I think we were like,
that's why I was confused. I was like, okay, catalog's one point, but what about everything else?
Needs to be a conversation.
Man, they're game consoles, not a laptop. I don't care about no online infrastructure. I'm trying to play a game.
When you say that, it's like you want to play a game like Smash, and that shit's like disconnecting, ruining the whole viewer experience.
Really, you know how a console feels about the online experience when they don't put an Ethernet cable on their shit.
Exactly.
Actually, the new Switch OLED has one.
Nintendo was running on DS servers this whole time, which is nuts.
That's
the OLED model does have it, by the way.
Real fast. Nano, your thoughts?
W Nano.
No.
What Nano say?
The Switch OLED does have an Ethernet port, actually.
Yeah, I just,
you give him that voice?
I'm gonna be completely honest. Whenever you say what's the better console, and like we're talking about a Switch against a PC, I didn't even know that it'd be a conversation, because I think it was like, it's not even arguable that Nintendo was running on dog shit like network infrastructure, and the console is literally like predated in tech at this point.
But again, I guess
an
that's why
11-year-old games
early on, I was like,
you can say all that nicer though. Like that's crazy as fuck, bro.
No, the console's dog shit.
Bro, stop.
That's your problem, Afro. You're too soft.
Yeah, a little.
Again, that's why I asked, like frame one, I was like, okay, are you talking about like if somebody has no game consoles, including PC, they don't have anything. Like if you have nothing, no PC, nothing, like you would still say Switch. And you could argue that because single player games, I give it to the Switch. Like I think it's way more entertaining, but online and like anything else, and even a lot of banger single player games, I would lean towards PlayStation. But
yeah, that's like saying water is wet, though. I'm just gonna be honest. So that was the argument. That's my bad. I didn't know there was a disconnect there, because I would never like argue in favor of hardware on infrastructure for Nintendo's sake. That would never be a conversation.
I don't know about all you guys. I personally, another reason why I'd come out like I'm PlayStation dick right here is I have never really given a shit about gaming on the go. I almost never handheld my Switch and take it anywhere.
I agree. It never gets used.
Bro.
Okay, but hear me out. I agree with you. And for years, when I would go somewhere, travel on the airplane, I would pack my Switch or whatever the fuck, and imagine. I would never use it, but I would imagine how cool it would be doing it. Right? It never happened.
But that shit's out of my backpack on every trip for so long.
Yeah, bro. So my last trip, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna really put forth an effort. I'm not gonna lie, the first 10 minutes was rough. I wanted to get off that bitch immediately. But when I powered through that, you know what I'm saying, it became a habit. It was good, bro. That was a good flight.
I can't even focus on it because once the plane twerks one time, I'm just focused on the fact that I'm gonna die.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. If you use your Switch like outside, you weird nigga. I play that shit on my bed or when I'm taking a shit, like a Giga Chad.
I ain't gonna hold you. When that Super Dragon Ball Hero World Mission shit dropped, my Switch was coming with me everywhere. Whether I was running
that shit away, bro.
I think the last time I tried to play Switch handheld is before they came out with Master Duel on the on mobile. So the only way you could play it mobile was on Switch, and that it ran like dog shit. I'm like, bro, it's a card game. Please, Switch, just fucking work. I'm playing cards.
Yeah, I will also agree to this testament that I would never take that bitch on the go. But you know what changed that for me though? I'll be playing my Steam Deck, bro.
I was just about to say, the
Steam Deck is a gig.
The Steam Deck. Like if it was like the Steam Deck, I feel like we'd be having a different conversation right now.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just me, but did the Steam Deck have like really low key like marketing and stuff like that? Because I didn't hear a lot of like I heard it only from like word of mouth. It was never from like it was always just from actual consumers. I never heard like ads or anything like that for the Steam Deck.
It's a very for gamers product, to be honest, because like it's a Valve thing. It's for like there's not much Steam marketing either, you know what I mean? But
yeah.
But for PC gamers, you don't really need to do that.
You just know it, yeah.
Yeah. But you're right though. It's very much like there's not much marketing.
It's like I heard about it from like, you know, like y'all and like other people talking like on Twitter and stuff, and then like I didn't even realize it actually got released until like people actively just talking about it right now. I was like, oh yeah, that shit did come out, didn't it?
And the most crazy part is that like up until I can't speak to now, but I know whenever I got it, which was like a year later, it was still on back order because
I thought you were behind me.
I thought that was a questionable finger roll.
If we're gonna talk about it like legit, the Steam Deck might be. If it wasn't for the first party Nintendo console or games, like the Steam Deck actually is like one of my favorite consoles. Like legit.
I use that motherfucker.
I use $1,000.
It's probably worth it. It sounds like it. If you can just play every game that you can play on Steam,
it is not $1,000 by the way.
Nah, it's $400.
Even if it was.
I honestly never knew what retail was because I never saw the bitch cheaper than a grand. So.
Yeah, it was probably
you can order
from
them now,
scalpers.
like get them like in a reasonable. I think actually get them like the same week or something like that. You can get one for $3.99.
Yeah.
The only more expensive ones have more storage, and then the most expensive has like a better finish on the screen. But that's about it.
Yeah, bro, that bitch be getting work.
Yeah, I'd be slutting that bitch out. I put like 40 hours into Vampire Survivors in like a day with my Steam Deck.
Bruh,
How you do
bad.
that?
I've been playing
I'm
Elden
in.
Ring on that bitch.
I didn't do the math either. At first. I was like, wait.
Yeah, bro. Holy
Bro, it's
shit.
so good. It's so good on the Steam Deck.
Yes,
when we
dude.
when we were at
Good.
TwitchCon, Balvin pulled up I think Elden Ring on his Steam Deck and then put that on the TV.
That's just
Oh
Giga
yeah,
Chat
that's
shit.
fine.
so it was. I think Samsung TVs have a Steam Link app built in, so you can mirror it wirelessly with no other hardware. And I was definitely
Are you
playing
serious?
Yes, I'm dead ass serious.
Oh
That's
my
fine.
gosh,
Cor-
that's so
make it-
good, bro.
I don't know what TV. I think it was Samsung, but it has the Steam Link app built in, bro. I was laying down playing Elden Ring on the big screen. That shit was. So
I was able to get
fire.
through so many games in my backlog because of the Steam Deck. Like, what a fucking Giga Chat console.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Shit.
The only problem is it's like the game that running the most be eating that bitch. the
Yeah, that
most.
battery be getting slutted out, boy.
It's nom, boy.
Yeah,
My
it
hand be
does.
shaking, bro. That shit might explode one day.
I remember I finished Crisis Core recently, and then I tried to play 7 on the Steam Deck. It was
Oh
over,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. 7 on the Steam
It
Deck
was over,
is
bro.
yeah, that's rough.
Elden Ring runs really well. Surprisingly,
It does,
on
yeah.
that thing. It runs like a good
You
solid
run
30.
really well.
Oh wow.
Damn,
This
you
is
trying
no
to
joke.
port it?
Yeah.
This is all like no joke. But did Elden Ring come out on the Switch too? I'm just curious because that's
Nah.
hilarious.
No,
Okay,
no,
just
that would've
checking.
been- that's a
Just
sequel.
checking.
That shit probably worse
I
than The
feel, I
Witcher.
feel like that's an attack,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
that,
Like, I feel like I kind of
no,
respond
I'm
in
sorry,
kind.
bro. That's a
Bro,
global
I-
bomb threat.
Bomb has been planted, face ass.
You remember in the Batman, bro, when the Riddler blew up the city?
I feel like the coolest feature about the Switch is you can see how a game would have looked 10 years ago.
Bro.
Why you like this, bro?
Come on, bro.
Bro, and I was the one.
Let him
And
cook.
listen,
Go
I
ahead,
was the
Dion.
one standing in Moon. You guys were there
Come on,
for
try to
it.
get a clip. Come on.
I was the one defending Breath of the Wild the whole time,
bro.
up and down last
Yo,
week.
the
Do I gotta
coolest-
mollywop more fourth graders
No,
now?
I'm just saying. So it's not Switch.
Yo.
It's not just Switch slander. It's just like the
The,
Switch
cool-
sucks
the
at what other
coolest thing
consoles are
about
good at.
the PS5 to me is that it came with a wired controller that you cannot ever use wireless.
What are you talking about?
The battery dies in 3 minutes, bro. This shit is ass.
You have an old controller. My battery literally lasts like 6 hours.
I literally have
No, the
one of the new
controller-
black controllers. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's funny because this black control I've not charged since like
Yeah,
Thursday.
Yeah,
You
I haven't
might be-
charged my bitch. My
Yeah, they
shit
might
in a
have.
while.
You might have got a faulty
Oh,
joint.
real
I'm pretty
quick.
bug.
Actually, not mine.
I actually went
I'm
through
just gonna
3
attack
dual
you.
sensors because
Speaking
they've
of-
all broken.
Speaking of iffy games,
Okay,
Go on.
if
How
we're
we
if
feel
we're
about
debating
that Suicide
consoles,
Squad?
hold on real quick. If we're debating consoles, we're not going off controllers breaking. We're just switching the argument.
Why not?
One.
Are you talking about
Drift?
the stick drift? Sony controllers get that too, just as
Get a
bad.
big 3 to put us within 39.
Every fucking Joy-Con guaranteed after half an hour.
I mean,
have not.
I
It's the majority,
personally
though.
have never
I've had
gotten
lot
a
of
stick.
Joy-Cons.
I
I've
never
had
got stick
Joy-Cons
drift on
and bitches
any
get fucked
Joy-Con.
up.
I'm not gonna lie.
You know what I will
Okay,
say?
maybe
I
it's
have-
not stick drift,
And to
but
be
it's that
fair,
shit
I've also
where
never
it
got-
doesn't stay on. You
I
know what I'm
get
talking
that.
about
I
with
get
slide
that.
off?
I get that.
I get that
But
every Joy-Con.
I also
bro.
have never
I
gotten
have
stick
two
drift on
sets
my
of
Sony
Joy-Cons I've
controllers.
used. They've both gotten Joy-Con drift, and then also I have a set of Joy-Cons that got drift. I sent them in to get fixed, and they got drift again like a few months later. Like
y'all know me. I'm
Still
never
issues.
gonna down talk Nintendo's hardware. It's been pretty sturdy for me, despite me not turning it
Bro,
off.
your
It's
PS5
shit,
game
just
is
literally
busted.
blow up.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you
no,
were
it's
on
good
the.
craftsmanship, man. They make good. It's good craftsmanship.
This nigga moved up like 15,000 hours in
This nigga's
Smash Bros.
battery.
I
Yeah,
don't
what's
know.
good, Nameless?
I don't know how. Hey,
I got a
hey,
genuine question about Nintendo because I
Go
feel like
on.
with the Wii and the Switch, they all like kind of like settled for that. And this isn't a bad pocket to be in, I guess, but they settled for like, oh, our catalog is going to carry us, so like hardware will be okay if we just kind of like bare minimum it to a degree. Do you think the next Nintendo console will try to like be, I don't know, technologically
No.
like hardware?
And
to be
also-
I
strong?
wouldn't want that. I just want them to be.
And again, I'm not saying I want
Sufficient.
HD realistic Mario
I-
running
hold
around.
on.
Like, I'm not saying we need that, but I'm saying like
It'll be
like-
better. It won't be like a PS.
I also don't think the Wii had a particularly strong catalog either. I think the Switch catalog is much better. But like
Yeah,
I gotta think.
I agree.
I can't disagree or
the
I feel like
Wii
the
sold
reason
well
why
because it was
it's
like that
building
gimmick.
off all their past consoles. That's the reason why the Switch is so good because they have like
Mario Kart Wii was gas.
They have Wii
Mario Kart
games,
Wii was
DS
Oh, they
gas.
had
games,
though.
GameCube games.
Wait, what? Hold on. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
No, not you, Omega. What'd you say?
What about what?
Mario Kart?
No, Mario Kart Wii was gas, yeah, for sure.
Oh, gas. I thought you said it was ass. Okay.
No, that's like the best Mario Kart game.
You were
What
about
the
to
fuck?
get fought.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a moment.
You know
the
what?
same eye
You know
twitch
what
I
else
had
was
when
like
Moon said
crazy?
Breath of the Wild was ass.
You know what? Speaking of Breath of the Wild
was.
being gas, Suicide Squad looked like dog shit. Dog.
It do, bro.
That
game looked like
that shit is
Let's go!
ass.
Please,
I'm
Listen,
not gonna
listen,
lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was watching that shit confused. I'm just like, wait, where the combos, bro?
What they
Listen,
tricking y'all, man?
Please,
I-
why, bro?
Have you guys been like following this game? Like, I kind of felt iffy the moment like the people that made the Arkham games stepped away from the studio. Like, I was like, all right, things ain't looking too good. And I don't know if you guys have been like looking like on Reddit or Twitter, but there's been like screenshots of people seeing like early signs like Battle Pass and DRM features in the game. And from there, I was just kind of like, all right, I'm gonna step back. And then from what we saw, I don't know, man. Not a fan.
Nothing makes me more mad than when somebody like takes an IP like that you know people care about and like do the bare minimum gameplay wise because you know people will buy the game like
That sounds
regardless. Yeah,
Like
no,
every
it,
anime
Yeah, it sounds like Sony.
yeah, like a bunch of anime games.
Can I lock in real quick, bro?
Yeah, go ahead,
Lock
go ahead,
in,
go
lock
ahead,
in,
go
lock
ahead.
in. Lock into Izzy.
Bro, the gameplay came on, right? And I was expecting something, you know, because here's the thing: it's a Suicide Squad game, right?
Yeah.
No one gives a flying fuck about the Suicide Squad, so
True.
it has to be it has to be unique, right? It has to have gripping gameplay. And we're going against the Justice League. You have to convince me that the Suicide Squad with Captain fucking Boomerang and King Shark and Harley Quinn.
Bro, you hating.
No,
No,
he's bad.
when I saw Harley Quinn with an M16, I was like, what am I watching?
Why do we have this very unique ensemble of nobodies that can do very, very particular skill sets, and we just have Crackdown 3 gameplay?
Nobody.
Yeah.
It is just bad Crackdown. You're flying around the city doing backflips. Harley Quinn can fly. Deadshot, the master assassin, has a jetpack and is shooting rocket launchers out of his fucking wrist. King Shark has a gun.
Yeah, why does the
King
boomerang nigga and the shark have guns? That makes no sense to me.
Shark
Bro,
has a gun.
bro, just
Why?
say you're not cultured, bro.
Afro,
Why
why
you
you
saying
set
it
it up
like
for this
that?
game?
Also, I feel like that
Why
story.
you trying to cape for this game right
Yo,
now?
Deion
No,
Senju
but-
playing
okay, I'm
devil's
only-
advocate right now.
I'm only caping for the fact that Suicide Squad's cool, bro. That's the only thing I disagree with.
Oh,
No,
my
Suicide
God.
Squad is not cool, bro.
It's cool,
Listen. Get this. The plot of this game transformed into a 2-hour direct-to-animation movie.
Oh, I'm locked in.
I
Oh,
would
I'm
watch
locked in.
it.
Yeah, I'm locked
the fuck
in.
With this plot and this story, I'm watching a movie.
I don't know about you guys.
But this soulless game, this is my
Yeah.
problem. The game has no identity. You
No-
have all these characters in this really great universe that we're playing in, because for some reason they're milking the Arkhamverse, and this takes place inside the same universe as one of the best franchises ever, which I don't know why they're doing that. But the gameplay looks soulless. There's nothing unique about it. And then on top of that, I thought we would learn from the game last year, Guardians, the single player action adventure fucking bombshell that came out last year. That was actually really good. Instead, we're getting another soulless 4-player online co-op game with a battle pass that's always online. You can't even play it solo without having internet connection. And guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna open up the game, and instead of getting a really cool, interactive, intuitive, unique story, you're playing Destiny as Harley Quinn. Because
Yeah.
guess what? You're going to go in that game, pick up loot, get a brand new hammer that has 4% poison damage that you're never going to fucking use. You're going to find armor sets that you're never going to care about because these games are just fluff.
Okay.
His dick on
I
the
had stepped
table.
away for a second, but if I can come back real quick, I need a lot more of these like superhero games to do what Marvel Midnight Suns did, which is where you mostly steal gameplay from a game that works,
Right.
but skin
That
it with
works.
superheroes.
Yes,
Because
yes.
if we legitimately got Destiny 2, but with superhero characters, I'm all fucking over that. That is insane. I
Like,
need superhero companies to just steal good games and do
That's how I
exactly
feel
the same
about
thing with
every
a
Smash clone that's ever
Anyway.
come out.
It's like the one thing that gives me hope though with the Suicide Squad game, even though it looks shit at like what we've seen, is it's by Rocksteady, bro. And isn't this the last game we got with?
no,
They lost-
no,
the,
see,
they
I'm not
lost
done.
their
I'm
head.
not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm not
Okay,
done.
sorry,
Turn off the
Daddy.
stove.
Kevin, is it Kevin Conroy, the original voice
turn
of
off the
Batman,
stove.
whatever,
Yeah.
or something? I just think there's levels of copium I got towards this, bro.
But the game was done before he,
I know, but like I got to go in there optimistic because I want to play it for those reasons,
bro. But I just don't understand how the studio that made probably one of, if not the most influential game trilogy of all time, a couple generations ago with the Batman Arkham trilogy, they made that shit. Like their creative vision brought them there. And to see that studio, that team, I know Moon said they lost a lot of key factors, and you can tell because what the fuck is this game, bro?
I know exactly how they get there. You know how they get there? The execs.
Yeah.
They definitely have someone in their ear saying, we need this. DRM is a big thing. We need this. And this is what happens when you there's too much money and the soul and the creativity is all gone, bro. You just get some lifeless like this.
No, but you know what I think it is? I feel like because this game got to be in production for a bit before
for sure.
A Galaxy game. I feel like everybody, or not everybody, but all these hero games in this way came from the idea that they thought Avengers was gonna bang, bro. I feel like they thought Avengers was gonna go crazy.
Even Gotham Knights was supposed to have battle pass and DRM stuff, and they actually stripped it away from it from what I saw from some dev talks. They had to scale that shit back. Oh shit, they don't fuck with shit like that. So that's why the game kind of feels like.
I think Rocksteady had the Suicide Squad game made because that plot that they got, that don't happen overnight, nigga. They was cooking with that shit. I think they had that, and then execs was like, damn, I see what you're doing, daddy. Better what if we just made that shit like Destiny? Bro, what do you want?
Does anyone know how that Avengers game sold?
Oh, horribly. Absolutely miserably.
Did it sell bad? I think it just was bad.
No, it bombed horrifically.
Oh, damn.
That game's player base is way less than they thought. And how long ago did that game come out? Because they already closed the servers down for it, right?
Yeah.
Or they at least announced that they're turning them off?
It came out 3 years ago now, I think. 3 years ago.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Wonder Woman, I saw her how she operated, I said this should have just been a Wonder Woman game.
Bro, Wonder Woman looks so dope. I'm so mad at this game.
Okay, speaking of Wonder Woman, apparently, because I saw people were bitching about the Lord of the Rings games that came out recently, because Warner Brothers put a patent on the Nemesis system that they use for Shadow of War, which if you've never played it is a sick system. Apparently they're trying to bring it back for a Wonder Woman game they're working on.
That would be sick.
I'm gonna take a look. I'm curious. I'm
hyped for that.
Shadow of Mordor was a slept-on game.
I enjoyed it.
No, I think the Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor games, they had really cool. They were really cool and really fun, but they were just kind of to me, it was what would be considered a popcorn game, a popcorn movie, or whatever. It was it's kind of fun, but I don't think it was anything crazy.
I had a really good, and again, this is back in 2014 or whatever. I had a really good time with that game. So that's why I guess I say it was slept on, but really I just wasn't really in the sphere to see how well received it was or it wasn't.
Nah, Shadow, I actually, Omega, you're my twin and all that, but I have to vehemently disagree with what you just said. I think Shadow of Mordor in particular is probably one of the best games released in the last 10 years.
That game was amazing.
I need to go back and play that one really badly.
That game is
was that the second one or the first one?
No, Shadow of War.
Mordor was the first one.
The second one, the second one system was so cool, bro. It was perfected. I love it.
Okay, I've not played the second one. I've only played the first one.
Go back and play them. I say play the first one first because the second one is a lot because they expand on the first game by a shit ton.
I was gonna say, have you played it recently? Do you think it aged well? Because that's my only thing. I played it when it came out, but that was almost 10 years ago now.
I played
the second one did.
I played the second one probably a few years ago. Yeah, it did. They did. I think because you know how there was that period of time where everybody was like, man, Assassin's Creed games are really good at their core, but the series is kind of dying. Shadow of Mordor came out around that time for me because I loved Assassin's Creed, and Shadow of Mordor comes out, and that game was literally everything that I wanted from an Assassin's Creed game, but expanded on. Then the Nemesis system is just chef's kiss.
The Nemesis system, in addition to that cool thing where you can go through and if you stealth, instead of killing guys from stealth, you turn them. So when the fight starts, they're on your team.
I gotta replay that
game. Is sick. If you haven't, anybody in chat, if you haven't played that game, please play it.
Yeah.
Real quick, and then when we all go back and play this, because I do genuinely go back and play this, we're all going to go back and play this on our Nintendo Switches, right, fellas?
I knew I made a mistake today. You're funny, bro. I'm about to burn my Switch.
I'm actually going to play it on my Steam Deck.
How crazy console conversations can divulge. I've never been the person that can go in that for longer than 2 minutes, bro. I don't know, bro.
To be fair for us, we were actually two different points are being argued today. So I think if we were,
this turned into like the fucking tournament of power argument type shit, or disagreement, if you were. We went many different angles and versions of it.
I went that hard for my Switch, and I'm not going to use that bitch for a year either. It's the funny part.
Dion, like I will fight you in combat, bro.
Before we get too far away from the Avengers thing, before we get too far away from the Avengers and Rumbleverse for that matter, I do not like how quick games can come out, even big budget games like the Avengers, and they can turn on, like they can be fully online games that they turn off within 2 years.
That's
shit, bro. Like, oh my gosh,
that's another bad thing about this game. Apparently, there's an always online. That's a no-go for me.
Yeah,
and the thing is, people
that 70 you pay is gonna mean nothing in 2 years.
People always say like, oh, they could just make it single player, like if that happens, but they never do. They just shut the game down.
Do that. It doesn't get the money.
They also, it's not that easy. They would have single player at the jump if that was the case. They make them always online for a particular reason. Like
y'all might laugh when I say this, but I don't know why they don't take the RuneScape route. And what I mean by that is it's a free game, but why don't they just like have certain parts of the world be paid? Like maybe that's a dated system, but I mean, versus turning the game off altogether.
No,
like
I think it's just greed and laziness, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're trying to make profits,
because like if we being real, 2K should be a free to play game. And I think it'd be the same game, but they said they're gonna charge 70 because they know someone's gonna buy it. I think like that's
I know
why
everyone's gonna buy that shit. Yeah.
Well, that for 2K, yes, but I think that's why Suicide Squad has it's kind of frustrated me a little bit because I'm not trying to be like the fun police or whatever. And I know okay, true base, but like with Suicide Squad, I know that if that game was on Game Pass, for example, and I was really fucking bored one day, that game would probably be some mindless game I'd enjoy.
Right.
That for some people is enough to buy it. And that's the thing, that's okay. I can't say you can't like this thing. That's fine. But I think the amount of people that will pay $70 for just a mildly fun game is exactly why games are gonna keep coming out and being dog shit for the majority.
Are the Anthem servers still on? Sorry to cut you off.
No, those definitely got shut down.
That was a moment. They're down. They're done now. But they were.
My favorite gaming memory is playing that game with Af. Right, Af?
Which one?
My man, he literally said, "Yo, let me catch up." Never heard from him again.
Okay, hold on.
Wait. There's a reason why. I play with Kabuki, right? To catch up, right? And I got stuck on the first dungeon. And my game kept on crashing over and over, bro.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Afro the one who convinced us to all buy Evolve the day before Xenoverse 1
came out? No. I was new in the group. Now I'm mad. I'm gonna lose this whole game to the story.
Afro, get behind me.
Let me get in front, bro, because I was new. This is my first time meeting Thunder, Rhyme like that, and I'm over here, like, oh my gosh, all these big YouTuber guys, I can learn so much. These are some cool people.
You stargazing.
Hey, shut your bitch ass up. And then just like, hey, bro, there's a cool game called Evolve, whatever. Get out. I'm broke as fuck, right? I'm broke as dog fuck. I'm just like, you know what? This is a good time to, really bond with these niggas. So not only am I broke as fuck, it's an aesthetic. Like I had to make a journey on foot to GameStop. Like
I remember the story.
Yeah, walking up a hill. Like I'm going on a deep trek to get this game because I think it'll be so fun, right? So I come back, get the game, waiting that night. Everybody's streaming. I'm just like, all right, Evolve. Who's ready? I don't remember the order of operations, but TLDR, only 2 people were on the game and everybody else was doing their own thing. We ended up talking, not really playing the game. Never went on it again that night. I'm looking at this $60 game I bought with scrapes. I had nothing. that was my food. And I'm just like, what do I do with this now, bro?
Making that shot in real life every fucking time.
I like to imagine Afro trek through the snow just to get that
I'm
game.
so sorry you went through that. I'm glad I learned very early on when I got indoctrinated into the fucking squad. It's like, if these niggas want me to play a game with them that bad, they will buy it for me. So I did not fall for that shit.
But the biggest mistake was this was like a week before Xenoverse 1 came out. And I was like, dog, no one's going to play this shit. Do not listen to
No, this was the night before Xenoverse 1 came out. Because some of us were trekking through trying to get through the demo. Yeah, it was a nightmare. It was a bad idea.
Rhyme, you made sense, but friendship spoke louder, bro. I just thought this would be so cool, bro. This would be so cool.
We'll play other games besides Xenoverse 1. It won't change our lives or anything, and then lo and behold.
Yeah. Yeah.
All I'm saying is, if you bought 2K, you played it at least once. W. That's based. That's really.
All I'm saying is niggas been on 2K consistently 3, 4, 5 times a week at least for several months now.
But if you niggas were real, you would play Evolve one time, just one.
They shut it down. They shut it down.
I wasn't there back then. I wasn't outside
Afro,
yet.
you
I was
really
still on
had
the port,
a chance to try to convince us on Unite, and you went with the Evolve route.
Damn.
All right, so hear me out, bro. Hear me out, bro.
No, I'm not.
What if we all get Evolve? Balvin, I didn't.
No, is that game shut? No, the game's just it's shut down.
It's shut down. It is shut down. The meme consider doing it, but I'm pretty sure it's shut down.
Okay.
No, go ahead. No, Thunder.
I was gonna say, if I may old head for a minute, that was kind of the point I brought up initially, is that us boomer gamers here remember a time in the PS2 era where if a game came out, those servers were on for 13 years. They didn't turn those off until the console died, man. Battlefront 2 was still on for a while. Like,
did anyone actually play their PS2 online ever?
No.
Yeah. No, I played it once with Final Fantasy 11, and that shit.
I knew it had the capability,
slow.
but I didn't know anyone who actually did.
My first PS2 was the fat one. You had to buy the online expansion, and then at my dad's house, he got the slim one that already had the thing in it. But I played American Wasteland online, but we didn't have communication, so we had a 3-way phone call on a landline. That's
based.
Bro,
That's based.
Can I just say American Wasteland is one of the best Tony Hawk games? I don't care.
Yeah,
bro. Like top
American
2.
Wasteland was fucking. That was my first like online gaming experience. Was playing with, and then my buddy would play Madden online and shit like that. So we had a couple.
What was my first online gaming experience?
Damn.
Halo 3.
It had to be on the 360.
I remember my computer science lab in high school. We had a substitute teacher. We all downloaded Halo. Had like a LAN party. Now that shit was popping, bro.
Hey, bro.
Can I say, like, I know this nigga got a bad rap now, but that version of Keemstar, bro, back in the day, bro, that was my childhood. I'll come home, watch some niggas stream.
I wouldn't admit that shit, but
you could have kept that in the draft.
I'm just saying.
no, like you right, but I would have never admitted that. I would have never admitted that.
I gotta keep it 100, bro. You
remember
too.
You might be a dictator, bro. Back in the day,
Afro, what was their clan name? What was their clan name? You remember?
Yeah, what was their clan name, Afro?
What was the group of the clan name Keemstar ran?
I don't remember.
Ku Klux.
The Federation of what was it? What was it?
Federation Asshole Gamers. I don't. But they said something else. I don't remember.
No, Afro, you weren't supposed to.
Wow. No, I could say that Federation,
but that's not what they called themselves. Let's just say that.
No, I didn't say the other name.
I know. You just shouldn't have said it.
And look at those separately. No. But I didn't say the thing.
Why are you still talking about it?
Don't you put that shit on me? Stop. I didn't even say it. Who said stop? I'll beat your ass right now.
I said stop, nigga, to save you. To save you.
Hey, Balvin.
I don't think he's doing anything wrong.
Thank you, Lotus. Thank you, little niggas are extra. But speaking, I forgot the segue. This is your fault, bro. This is your fault, Balvin.
We're still on the play. Unnecessarily glazing.
What the fuck is that?
Word.
I'm just kidding, bro. I love you, bro.
Nah, matter of fact, I'll say the full name. Actually, you want me to? I'll say the full name.
I got.
No, yeah. Okay,
Damn, you fell off segueing, bro.
Oh, bro, let me get the segue, bro.
After's washed the segues.
Fuck, I can't remember what the segue was, bro.
Washed.
You shouldn't have fucking yelled at me for no fucking reason.
I'm sorry. Okay, look,
y'all yelled at him first.
Let me ask a question, bro. Would you, if you were offered a check to get fit for 6 months to do some YouTube boxing, Twitch boxing and shit, would you do it?
Yes,
absolutely. Not even close.
Okay. Who would you fight?
I don't care.
God. I don't. Who would I fight?
Anyone if the bag big enough.
You can't say yes without an idea of who you would fight. You can't say anybody. Come on,
someone in the same weight class, I guess.
I gotta work for free. Some blindness tech tips, light work.
Same height, weight class.
I don't know. Let me fight some cornball like Heavenly or some shit.
Light work.
Interesting.
I think I'll fight Mighty Keith, bro. We like similar build, bro. I can
no, you are not.
What do you mean?
You seen this nigga in the gym?
Okay, not similar build, legit. I'm saying if you give me time like that, man, we can be. Yo, Dion, shut your bitch. I'll fight Dion, bro.
What do you mean?
I'll fight Dion, bro.
You don't want that.
I'll fight Dion, bro. I'll beat the fuck out you, bro.
You don't want that, I promise you.
This is an Elden Ring. You're not gonna take the
this ain't Elden Ring.
Yo, Dion, can I ask you a question? You ever been in a fight before in real life?
Yes.
You win?
Yes.
You capping for the stream, bro. Keep it a buck, bro.
Have you?
Yo, I feel like
I heard your little story time that one time about somebody bullying you or something.
Has anybody in this call ever not been in a fight?
I've never been in a fight. at all. Like Dion would beat the fuck out of me. I'm not gonna act like he wouldn't. I'm just simply saying I know somebody that can beat his ass. All right.
This isn't Elden Ring, bro.
No, hold on. Afro.
Bro, it's gonna be crazy. Nah, because this is what happened. Me and Afro would talk shit back and forth, and then when the day finally comes, I'm gonna show up and it's some other nigga. I'm gonna be like, who is this? Afro's just gonna be in the
years ago,
with his arms crossed.
Afro definitely told me one time that if he fought, he would like use his feet. He'd be like, I don't know how to throw kicks.
Bro. Whatever the cost, bro. Like I feel like I got a reputation. I got something to lose. I'm just not on that ground, bro. I'm gonna look crazy, but I'm gonna look crazy with a W, bro.
All right. So if you are in a boxing ring, you call out Dion for boxing?
Would I call out Dion for boxing?
Yeah.
I feel like I know Dion too well. Like if I were to legit do a YouTube boxing thing. Yeah, I would have to not know them like that, so I can like, you know what I'm saying, be like, fuck you, and make it entertaining.
You don't want to embarrass your boy. Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, wait, I don't think that's what
you
you're saying.
You know what? Dion. I will call out Dion, and then we're gonna have our like, you know, what do you call that? The face-off shit where you talk before you do it. I'm just gonna bring a steak and just eat that shit while he talking, bro. Now will he beat my ass? Sure, but that's gonna be a fire bop off, bro. I don't care. Bro, a lot of vegans probably hate me for that, but I don't care, bro.
All right, Omega, who you fighting, bro?
I can't say on stream. There's a lot of niggas I would fight, bro. I'm not gonna say it on stream.
Bro, just pick one.
Nah, I'm not gonna.
He's gonna fight Daredevil.
It's niggas I would.
We'll pick one that doesn't have lore to it.
Like, okay, so no lore. Okay. Yeah. I started thinking of names.
You over here balling your fists is like this many niggas.
Omega versus Aiden Ross. Book it.
Yeah,
That's that. I think Omega and I share a similar problem. I got too many ops.
Like there's nobody that like I legit hate, but there's niggas I would definitely fight given the opportunity. But
yeah, I don't got beef with anybody, but it's a couple niggas I get in the ring with.
Circle back to me, bro. I don't know.
Don't come back to me because I don't got nobody. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you throw me your name and I'll entertain it if you got a name for me. But
well, I feel like I don't know your ops, so I don't want to put you in a situation.
Doesn't matter. If I won't.
I know your ops.
I know
your ops. I know your ops is hilarious.
No Thunder, you got it.
Your ops. It don't got to be one of my ops. I'm just saying I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But you can say any name. Say any name.
You know who Vocal Pineapple is?
What up, dog?
Fabian?
Right.
You don't make him fight Fabian?
Yeah, I'm asking. He said throw a name. He said throw a name.
He did say throw a name.
No problem. I just thought it was funny if all day you just drew Fabian out of a hat.
That is really funny, actually, of all people. I did not.
So you pussy?
No.
Are you pussy?
All right, don't do that. 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 Don't do that.
All right. What is it then? What is it then?
Because now you're gonna have to make him say he beat Fabian ass.
Shit.
I'd whoop Fabian's ass. Is that what you want to hear? Shit.
Yeah, that was it. Yo, Fabian. Okay. Fabian's in my chat right now. You heard that?
Okay. Over on.
You gonna let him say that?
Yo, you're insane.
Over on.
You're so insane. You could have picked anybody. You picked someone else.
I know this nigga was the instigator at the lunch table.
Bro, yes. If instigating was a sport, bro, I'll be MVP.
Shout out to Fabian.
I never got in a fight growing up, but I have instigated 3 amazing opportunities to just really sit back.
You're gonna say you instigated 3 amazing fights.
Shout out to Fabian.
No.
Hold on. He's the orchestrator.
I feel like there were better fights, but like it's the fact that I think my biggest W, right? There were 2 niggas in my area where I lived. One named I'm gonna name one of them TJ, and the other one's name's Buddha, right? And that was his actual nickname. His actual nickname was Buddha, but the other dude, that was his real name. So I subbed one for the other. Anyways, so TJ and Buddha, they were cool to a degree, and then we were playing Fight Night Round 3, right? And this is in my room, and TJ kept on having to get up too much to go do some shit, whatever. Every time TJ left, I'm like, hey, yo, Buddha, like, Buddy has been saying you free and shit, you ass in this game, whatever. He's like, I'm not ass, bro. I was just sat in the 3rd. So then Buddha would leave, and I'll be like, hey, yo, TJ, bro. Like Buddha is saying you kind of stupid for saying that he was ass at the game. He said I'm stupid, It was a few of that two times, and they started arguing about it, like on some telephone with what I was saying to one and the other, and they just started fighting in my room, bro. I just sat back and was just chilling, bro. It was great.
You're literally the RDC skit. That's you.
I was 10. I was 10.
That doesn't matter.
I know who I would box.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Who would you box?
Kanye West.
All right.
It's gonna look like Naruto versus Sasuke. Come back to the village. I'll bring you back.
I was thinking more Obi-Wan Anakin.
You'd have to break both your arms and your legs.
Kanye West. No Twitch stream. Kanye West. Wait, Thunder, did you have something for me?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Over under, we got Balvin versus BB Smalls.
Oh fucking god!
You have Balvin beating up on women? Damn, that's crazy.
That is kind of wild.
Yeah.
I knew
That's
Balvin
crazy.
hated
I
women.
opt out.
Damn.
I opt out.
That's BB's your
You can't
ops?
say that. I suggested the fight.
No, I opt out of the question, bro.
you opting out of your ops? That's crazy.
She's BB. Hey, for everyone live right now, BB Smalls is not my op. Just want
Okay.
to make that
Wait, Moon, you didn't pick one, bro.
I said Linus Tech Tips.
Bro, for real. For real.
For real.
Linus not your build, bro. That's not fair.
You don't know that. You
be
ever
your
met
will?
Linus?
Right? That nigga been hitting a little bit.
Bro, I've seen Moon streams and I've seen Linus's streams. One nigga look beastly and the other look like he upgrades computers, bro. What do you want?
He be living a lot of them 4090s. He be getting the weight up. What you mean?
I'm gonna say some of them GPUs kind of heavy.
What the fuck you think? You think nigga bitch press a GPU before we put it in the shit, bro? No.
Just to circle back, I think after 12 shots apiece, BB Smalls could sleep half the people in this call. I will say
Damn.
that woman
Okay.
can drink.
You said beef
Unironically,
with
that
prep time
woman
is
can
crazy.
drink and still go. Anyway,
Well, I don't
Afro,
have
Afro, who you fighting, bro?
I said Mighty Keith because like that's my boy, but that's the only person I could like picture because we got like a similar thing. Like I could get to where Mighty Keith is at, bro, if I had prep time. You feel me?
Okay. I see that.
Time.
Prep time, like he like Batman. Okay.
And Balvin.
Yo, you gonna fight Balvin?
What's up?
I didn't like what you said right there. So yeah, throw him in
Yo, nah, fuck you up, AfroSenju.
there. Have you been in a fight before?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro.
No, bro.
I gotta test the room.
No,
I gotta
bruh.
see.
No, bro. My name is Calvin, bro.
Yo.
I never squabbled before, dog. Yes, I've been in plenty of fights, Afro.
I don't know what to believe now. You hit me with two different answers, and I don't know what's the joke and what's real, bro.
No, I don't know. I don't know if anybody else can do this, but I feel like I can sense if somebody can like fight. I can sense like I have to meet them in person first.
okay, Goku.
I met. You read my power level,
really
Evo? Real shit. No, when I met
power levels.
No,
you read my power level?
Tell me I'm lying. Listen. Every guy, like if you just run it. I don't know if you've seen those TikToks where like they walk by each other and like they're like, hey, and then and then in their head they're like, I could beat this nigga.
Nah, I don't suffer from toxic masculinity, so I actually never think that.
Shut the fuck up.
I'd like to say I do suffer from that, and I do that as well. Yes.
Anyway, it was just one of those things, and I was like, man, Balvin, I can tell Balvin got paused.
Bro, what are you talking about?
You get advice from Afro?
Unnecessary glazing, like.
You thought Afro was an approachable dude?
Okay, I don't.
I didn't say all that.
Like, I think we've all done that at some point. But what's more common for me is like with people I fuck with. Like, if I were to ever get jumped, is this nigga gonna have my back? Like, is this nigga gonna jump in, or is he gonna leave me?
Okay. Now, to be fair, it's not gonna look pretty, but if a nigga ever gets jumped, bro, like you just gonna have to not judge me for my performance. But I will swing, bro. I will swing.
Bro, it would be fucked up if you were the only one to help someone, and the first thing they say is judge your performance.
Best I can with the ligaments I got, bro. But there was a situation one time where I realized I was about it with the same person I mentioned in the story, Buddha. I was walking with him to this corner store, and his ops pulled up, and he was like, bro,
that's happened to. Okay,
yeah. He was like, they gonna jump me. And when he said they were gonna jump me, I got mad hearing that these niggas who I'm visibly seeing are gonna fight him, bro. So I stopped moving. He said, what are you doing? Keep on walking. I'm like, oh, I thought we're gonna fight. I was ready to fight right now.
Nah, most of my fights I've jumped in because of like my niggas like yo, get ready.
It's some niggas who's gonna watch, it's some niggas who's gonna run, it's some niggas who's gonna jump in, it's some niggas who's gonna try to break it up. A nigga getting jumped, I'm probably gonna jump in. It's not gonna be mad at me breaking shit up. I'm gonna throw blows.
For example,
if one of my homies break up me in a fight, if it got to that point, I don't know if I'd be able to not swing at my friend. Cause like for me, how I look at it is like, what are you doing? Like what are you doing right now? Grabbing me away?
You have to be on like the up and up before the breakup. You can't just get like snuffed to the floor. All right, break it up. You don't know, nigga, what you doing?
Yeah. I agree with that.
Yeah, no. Any of you guys, I'm saying right now, and obviously, knock on wood, this doesn't happen. But if any of y'all happen to get jumped, you can count on me. I'm gonna be in that bitch. I'm gonna be in it.
I will agree with your census shit because I like with hanging out with I think it was you and Lotus. We had like moments where I realized Lotus I know for a fact would swing if need be because I'm not gonna say the full story, but I know
exactly what you're talking about.
I told this nigga there was a dude. I told him the whole story, so it's more to it than this one. I'm simplifying it. There was a dude who kept on trying to see me at this convention. On bullshit, like you know when it's not ops, but it's like someone trying to be fake and like push friendship for like a business opportunity or just some other goofy shit, right?
Anime ops, gotcha.
Yeah, sure, anime ops, right? So I told Lotus like just the brief synopsis of it. So dude met up we're at a convention, we're upstairs. And the dude caught me up there, and he was just like, "Hey, can I talk to you real quick, Afro?" I'm like, "Give me a second, bro." And then he was trying to be friendly with everybody else around. He was like, "Oh, what's up, here, Lotus?" Da da da. He went to shake Lotus's hand. Lotus looked this nigga top to bottom and just didn't shake his hand.
Was this that Anime NYC?
W Mans.
I think so. I
think I remember this. I think this is that Anime NYC.
Yo, W Mans. Oh,
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, W fucking man's in the chat. That's when I realized, yo, Lotus my fucking dude, bro. Lotus my fucking guy. Like, holy shit.
W man.
I feel like it's important to know who not to mess with. Like people are to be honest, shit, but you gotta have especially I don't know how you guys' high schools were, but like my high school, like there was definitely people who like genuinely had like guns and shit like that, and like you had to know not to like fuck with those people, and like then there was people could fight, and then some people you haven't seen it, but you just got a feeling. You just got to be wary.
Yeah,
I don't think that's too crazy to fucking.
I was cool with a lot of street niggas, but I also knew like the niggas that I wasn't cool with that I shouldn't, you know.
Yeah,
you gotta do your research. You gotta scout out a little bit.
For any of the Beam fans watching at home wondering how our 2K session is going, we are getting smoked. So
only for the third game in a row, though.
Okay, those first two games, though, we were against like super sweaty tryhards who have never seen areolas a day in their life.
They thought they were me.
This game, I don't really know what happened, but that last game, we're pro-am rejects.
You know what we should do next, Beam? Like we should do like a team thing with Unite because we have enough people.
Bro, we're not playing it.
I'd like to proudly announce I will not be here next week.
I retire. I will not be.
Unlike ThunderShot and Dion, I don't use my Switch ever, so like I'm not playing that.
Yo, one of the last times I really.
Why don't we bring back Smash?
I'll play Smash.
I feel like
boot up Smash and they break.
Okay.
I will not be here.
I just got a memory
Wait,
flashback.
hold on.
Moon versus Dion.
Wait, hold up. Are we all playing Street Fighter 6 though?
Oh, I'm playing that shit.
Yeah, we are gonna play Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah, Street Fighter. When does that come out?
4 months.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, let's play Smash.
but we could have like a template until Street Fighter 6, bro. Like Lotus, you remember a long time ago we did that Smash League thing, bro? We played and we had the thing on the
I wasn't part of that.
But you can be.
I don't, bro. Smash is a horrible game. That game is not fun to play, and it has the worst online of any game I've ever played. I'm not interested. I'm sorry.
Damn, based.
You have to say it so mean, bro. Like,
why are you so soft,
bro? I just have a heart, bro. It's just,
oh my god, bro.
Street Fighter 5.
Bro, what do you want from me, Moon? You want me to yell at my chat too? You want me to shoot?
I just need you to show some gusto.
Like every game any game we name, there's gonna be at least one person who doesn't want to rock with that game. Like I know Moon hates Mario Kart.
Listen.
Mario Kart is.
Listen, Nintendo finesse me. Listen, I'm in Nintendo finesse me. I'm not gonna
let get on twice. Marvel 3, bro.
I'll hop on Marvel 3 too.
I will get on Marvel 3.
Marvel would be cool until a nigga doesn't put me down the ground. Then I'm out.
Well, that's the thing. None of us actually know how to play.
Yeah, we all suck, nigga. What the fuck?
Okay, but no. I said it would be cool until a nigga doesn't put me on the ground. So when we're all like getting into it, intermediate, obvious, let's go. I'm down. But the minute we get to a point where Lotus or whoever the fuck is juggling my ass, I'm not on the ground. I'm out.
just learn, bro.
Yeah, good.
All right. So Marvel's Capcom 3. Are we putting the stamp on it? What's up?
I have it. I will play it.
I also have it on PC.
All right. Now my question is, when do you want to do it? We can do it like in replace of the game we do. Yo, what the fuck? Why not? You not hear us like all ass? Like, come on, bro. Come on, Dion.
Bro, we all asked about Smash too, but one person said no, so we switch it up. I'm the one person who's saying no on this one. I mean, y'all can go ahead.
All right. I'll give a recommendation. How about we find something we can all get onto, bro?
That's
what I'm trying to find.
Let's go.
I feel like with our group, we all have like, there's gonna be at least one person who's just like, ooh, fuck that game.
Because Naruto Storm Connections is coming back. We should.
I'm in there.
I will not be there.
Omega. Refuge in the truth, my boy.
That sounds fire.
If y'all gonna do that, I'll narrate it. I can't.
I will not be there.
Lotus, I know you didn't say no, bro.
I said I'm in there.
Yeah, he said he's in there.
I couldn't tell. I heard so many no's. I had to just make sure, bro. I had to make sure.
I will not be there.
All right, Balvin, you won't be there. So what then?
I already gave mine.
He said.
What was yours?
Street Fighter 5.
5?
Nah, I'm here for 6 though.
Yeah, I'm here for 6 too.
All right,
Let's all just play Dragon Ball Fighters.
All right.
Fighters. Anyways, thank you for coming to the beat. No, I'm kidding.
You want to talk about Storm connections before you go? Since you already brought it up.
What do you? I don't want the Cobium. I wasted my Cobium on.
Where your head's at? Where your head's at right now? Come on.
No, it's a brand new game, everyone. I promise. I swear to God. I swear to God, it's a brand new game, bro.
Look. Can I speak? Can I speak?
That's you do it.
So during the last PlayStation Direct, we had a lot.
It's actually called a state of play.
We had a lot of amazing games. What's funny? You want me to say? You want me to speak? You want me to speak? You want me to speak?
I just wanted you to say the correct information.
You should have stopped talking, bro. I wouldn't have laughed if you didn't.
Come on.
No. Can I finish? Can I finish?
Go ahead.
Cook, bro.
Floor is yours.
You gonna let me? Are you gonna let me cook?
Cook, bro.
Raise that voice.
I'm cooking. I'm sorry, bro. I'm Gusto. Moon said to do it, bro. All right, I'm cooking. So,
Get active. Come on.
in the last state of play, okay.
Good job. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking bad.
Come on, bro. You want a box? Come on,
in the
bro.
last state.
Let him cook. Oh my bad.
In the last state of play, all right, we had.
Let him talk.
You told me, Gusto, to set me up. You bitch.
It's not me.
Who is it?
You failed the test, bro.
Oh.
Nah, bro, who did that, bro?
I can't even.
It was you. It was you.
No, that's Balvin for sure.
But I never tell you who.
Bro. That was fucked up. That's fucked
Yo, that was fucked up. That was fucked up, bro. Yo, fuck Street Fighter 5, bro. Now I'm pissed.
I didn't like that game.
But you recommended it, so fuck that game.
Nobody else had any ideas.
Tell me something else you like, so I can say fuck that too. Go.
AfroSenju. AfroSenju. I like AfroSenju. Now what?
Damn it. AfroSenju likes Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm. You know what we got the last PlayStation state of play? We got. Please.
I'm sorry.
You fucking me, man.
I wish, fuck.
Wrong.
All right.
Go ahead, bro.
I got a text message. Fuck you. All
Oh
right.
my gosh, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna wait on the point.
Collection.
That shit never came out.
What's the point, bro? Go on.
No, I was waiting on your point. It never came out. Anyway, I'm leaving. Y'all be easy. It was fun.
Dion, before you go, can you tell that story about the dog?
I saved the dog's life.
Word on the
period.
block, Dion saw a dog that was
how?
handicapped, and he drove off and left the dog in the handicap.
Actually,
Like 50 Cent.
I actually saved the dog's life.
How'd you do it?
I found a dog that got hit by a car, bro, and then I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this dog? I couldn't tell. And then I got out of my car, investigated. He couldn't move his lower body. Picked him up. I put him in. Well, these other people came driving by that were in the neighborhood. They were like, what the fuck too? And then long story short, the dog got transported to a vet. And actually, I don't know if I saved it. They might have put him down, but anyway, I hope I saved it.
Whoa!
Can we get some WD on the chat?
I don't know. I wasn't. The neighbors did the rest, bro.
Ankles, bro. What the fuck?
Game of Last of Us 1.
Wait. When you try to pick the dog up, did it try to bite you? Because like it was hurt?
No, I approached it really slowly. It could sense that I don't eat animals. Anyway, so I approached it kind of like Snow White, and I just kind of have like this allure, like pheromones or whatever. So it just knew that I was a good person.
The dog
Anyway, we got a blanket on it. I picked it up, and yeah. No, I think it was really old already anyway. But I
So
was
they most
worried it
likely
would
put
buy
him
me.
down.
I was worried. Yeah, that's why I think they might have. But yeah, I wasn't
you
sure.
could
Okay, if we're being real, that's still better than leaving the dog there by a landslide. So
Yeah, I know.
So
It was
what-
it was on the cold concrete, and again, like where I live, I don't know how the weather is where you guys are at, but Colorado is not, super fucking hot right now.
Yeah.
And it was first thing in the morning, so I don't know how long he had been out, like just laying there on the concrete. So I was like, I gotta do something. But like all the vets were closed because it was Sunday or whatever.
So you nursed it back to health.
No, there
Yo,
was
he
one
saw the
vet-
dog on the
no,
store, and he was like, "It's okay.
sucked
I don't
on
watch
his
Andrew
kitty.
Tate." It's like, "Okay, pick me up."
all the near
Yo, this is
all the near
crazy.
vets were closed, but there was one like 15 minutes out that was open that the neighbor people drove him over to or whatever. But
only this group of niggas can make a story about a dude saving a dog's life into a meme, bro. What is happening?
I know this, bro.
Good job, Dion. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
You said he since you're vegan and don't eat meat. What do you mean?
No, that part was a joke, obviously.
Yeah, that's the meme.
That's a Kekigenkai. What are you talking about?
What?
I don't know. I just Naruto.
No,
I'm trying to bring it back to
No
Naruto.
defense for
like-
Storm.
Let's
What?
wrap up this pod, please.
Afro
right.
never got his defense out for Storm, by the way. Anyway, I'm leaving. You guys be.
Yo, someone said casual vegan L. I wish Dion was here so I could read that, but it was funny to me. It was in all caps. Hey, thank you for coming out.
Anyway,
To the everyday-
Storm Connection is not. This
Don't worry.
is not a new game, bro.
Okay, I'll make a.
Yo.
I wanted to leave, but look.
Here we go. He got you. He got you. He's in your head.
Y'all
think it's
welcome for
not
the extra
fair for you-
content.
I feel like it's not fair for you to say that because number one, we didn't see a HUD, and number two, they are saying the next block. What was funny? What's funny?
Who's your dealer? Who's your dealer?
They're
No,
saying,
guys, there's 2 new characters, bro. Like it's a new game, bro.
bro, but they're saying there's gonna be the biggest roster yet. And think about this. Think about this.
Oh
think
my
about this.
God, Afro
Think about,
thing.
think,
Did
think
they
about,
add a
think about this. Think about this. Think about this. Think about this.
Okay, I'm thinking.
All right. So there's 2 things I want you to just put in your brain and just really think this up.
Okay,
You know that.
okay, I'm listening.
You know, Balvin, like that ass. No, everybody, September 22nd, we're gonna have the first squad boxing match. It's gonna be the main event. Me versus Balvin. It's gonna be behind the DreamCon Convention Center. Make sure you guys get your tickets.
He said behind in the back alley or something.
parking lot.
We're trying to cut the cost a little bit. So the convention you know about, we're gonna be fighting behind
Wait.
there.
Important question: are we all going to DreamCon this time?
I asked them, Rhyme. They don't want to do it, Rhyme. They don't want to do it.
Why?
Whoa,
Right,
first,
we
why
wanna
you
go
throw
to
my
New
name
York.
into there? Whoa,
Why you
whoa,
putting-
whoa,
hold on, why you putting
Okay,
dick in my mouth?
It was just Lotus, but
Yeah, we said we're gonna go. We're gonna make
Right.
MoonCon, and you was
No,
lying.
Half
What
the
you
people
know,
already
Going to
goes.
New York.
but
I don't think
Ohana
there's no
means
better.
Ohana means. Thank you, bro. And if Lotus isn't going, that's all of us.
Wait, where's
All right,
DreamCon at?
we gotta pick a spot though. We gotta pick.
It's in Austin. It's in Austin, Texas.
So Rhyme, we're gonna go to DreamCon. I don't know who anybody else. If you're down in the chat, we can plan that. But we're saying that we should make a squad trip to New York at some point.
Oh,
What's
I'm down.
Like I said, let me know.
You can walk there.
Yeah.
Rhyme?
I mean, of course you're down for DreamCon, nigga. You skip to your Lou when you're there.
W.
Rhyme, you doing it? What's up?
He's gone.
Damn.
Wow.
All
He
right.
left. He
well-
left right after.
Well,
you said
I'm a
that.
maybe on
All right.
DreamCon, 100% on the New York trip if y'all do that.
All right, bet. Well,
Damn.
thank you for coming to Everyday Beef,
Storm
bro.
Connections is just a collection of old Naruto games.
Please, it's not. No, I know why you're saying that, and I get it because that's what I felt like too. But
How about we stop being bitches and do a meetup in fucking Japan?
New York.
Let's
bro,
do some
you
real
guys
shit,
don't
man.
like me there.
Real
I'm
shit.
in a fucking loop. I can't even defend my game, and now I want to talk about this. But I want to end of this is bullshit. I'm
After you
stuck.
spent 30
I'm
minutes trying to
stuck.
get out your
Hey,
fucking
man.
feelings on this game, bro.
Bro,
Hey,
I was
Afro.
so it's my fault for saying PlayStation Direct, nigga. My
Oh
fucking
my
fault. Like holy shit.
It's state of play, by the way.
Look, let him speak. Let him speak. Go ahead.
Yo,
Stay
Rhyme,
safe, by the way.
let's eliminate this real quick. Rhyme, you could go to Japan, but you can't go to New York. Let's make it make sense.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
better. What do you mean?
Giga Chad base.
Are you kidding me?
Rhyme, you have ops on
Sounds better.
You have ops on the east side?
I would be down for the Japan
Yeah,
trip.
You wanna
if I
check
could
in
go
with me?
on.
I'll make sure
Japan
you're
and New
good.
York. I'm telling you, Japan is always gonna be option number one.
Look. One thing that was amazing when we went in New York was we were walking down the street. we had a side quest on some Red Dead Redemption shit of somebody playing Mamba on like a fucking speaker, and we just, you know, we have fun. We're not gonna get Mobamba like
side
that.
quest like Red Dead instead of Breath of the Wild, but okay, go ahead.
Bro.
Look, here's the thing. You already experienced that. You have big boy money now. Let's go to fucking Japan.
Y'all got big boy money.
Experienced Japan. You never been in New York.
I'm going in 2 weeks again. I will go again afterwards.
Okay, but then we can go to New York. We can go to New York as a group instead.
I hate having rich friends.
Japan later, you know?
Just have a layover for 2 weeks in New York. You have to stop there anyway.
I'm saying.
What?
Now you can flex it from the West Coast.
Oh wait,
Not even
you
to meet
play
the
over
friends,
Hawaii when you
bro.
go. Never mind. That makes sense. My fault.
I'm down for New York, guys.
But
That
the
shit
thing
is
about Naruto,
a smooth 12 hours for me.
the thing about Naruto Storm,
No one cares, Afro. All right, thanks everybody for coming
I
out for
care.
the beam. We'll be back next week
I
when
care.
more drama happens.
Moon,
No,
can I ask you a
wait,
question?
wait, wait.
You wanted me to have gusto.
You took too long, bro. You
I didn't even
soft.
start. I'm trying. All right. You want me to not be soft? You in my way right now. So move, nigga. So look.
Hey,
So
let him go
Naruto,
real fast.
that made me dizzy, nigga. Whoa. So Naruto Storm Connections. There's a reason why this is a different game, because if you look at Naruto Generations, you look at Naruto Evolutions, and you look at the pattern, how this one's coming out, it's in the same pattern, right? We didn't see the HUD, okay? And how they describe this game is an all-new blockbuster release of the Amazing Storm. Shut your bitch. How am I wrong?
Hold on, let me add on
That's
to that.
literally all headcanon.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question, okay?
Ask me.
We obviously haven't seen. No, I'm on your side, Afro.
Right,
we haven't seen a lot of connections, right?
Right.
Does it matter if they call it Connections or Storm 5? Because this is Bandai we're talking about.
Yes. No, it does matter.
If they did Storm 5, this would be the same fucking game. Bandai does not really like do much than they did in the last game.
That's
other than when they
Marvel
made Storm
Infinite
1,
versus
2,
Marvel,
3, and 4.
Marvel 4. Yeah, what'd you say, Omega?
Yeah, other than when they made Storm 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, he's saying that Bandai doesn't do that, but they do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying that this is
No.
Marvel, this is Marvel
saying
Infinite isn't Marvel 4 all over again when it absolutely is.
I'm saying when they release an anime game and then the next game in line, it's never that much of a big change. Unless it's the first or the second. First to second game is always a massive change. And then once they get the formula line, they just kind of tweak it. So this is probably the closest thing to get to Storm 5. It's just they're not calling it Storm 5.
Like,
all right, Omega, can I make a deal with you?
What? Yeah, sure.
If this game has more than 15 new characters, damn, 10? Can we do 10? 10 new characters.
You're making rules.
Hold on.
What can they add?
Like, hold on. So first of all, I think we have to understand, like, what do we mean by a new game? Because if all they're doing is just like adding on new characters and like they tack on like
so that's the thing.
Like
is
Boruto story? What are they doing?
What would define it? What would define it to you as a new game? Because from what I hear, there will be new mechanics, new story, and new characters.
Yeah.
So is that enough to qualify for a new game or no?
Wait,
what would define a new Storm game is, yes, new mechanics, new characters, something original with it story wise. But I'm talking, when I say new characters, I'm talking about like a handful, not like two, right?
Okay, so
if it's just the two they showed, I wouldn't really quantify that. But like it just feeling new. Like that's how every Storm game's been. Yeah, sure, it looks the same. The biggest leap we had from look was from Revolution and all the other ones previous to Storm 4. But you know,
wait,
I
is there actually new mechanics in this game?
Allegedly.
That like I'm saying that's what it would make it.
If there's new mechanics in this game, then I'll take back what I said, because the way that they showed that trailer, it made it seem like they were adding on a collection of like all the stories bits we got from all the Storm games, and then they're adding on like a couple characters and maybe a new story like chapter or something.
There was more information like given like written out than there was actually in the trailer that gives a little bit more detail and also changed my perspective on what this is. And then obviously there's rumors and leaks and shit.
Me personally, when this game comes out, I'm maining Velociraptor. Afro, what are you maining?
Yo, if Velociraptor's in the game, I got no choice, bro. I gotta do it, bro. I gotta do it.
But hey, got that as one of the 10 new characters.
Gotta be Tekken all over again.
Fuck. No, I wouldn't. But it will be something I'll play as though. Hey, thank y'all for coming through.
Some of us gotta catch the
YouTube
Pokemon
title.
State of Play tomorrow.
What happened?
I said, can we wrap this up? Some of us gotta catch the Pokemon State of Play tomorrow.
Oh.
The Pokemon State of Play.
That was a good one, Thunder.
Thanks.
I will be sleeping.
It's a direct.
I will also be sleeping.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
Be sleeping.
Thank y'all for coming through to the direct. Fuck. Thank you for coming through to the Everyday Beam Struggle stream. I'm glad you guys.
One last thing. We're continuing to beat the allegations.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have to clarify that.
Yeah, I didn't like the way you said that, but yeah.
Oh, you weren't because you were in the last.
No,
They
I
told
was
us.
there, but just in case.
Oh, right. They told us that we weren't gonna last more than 2 episodes.
And here we are, bitches.
Well, oh my god, you can't say that because you weren't.
Well, here they
You know
are,
what?
bitches.
It's fine. This one time it's fine.
Hold on, yeah, you're wrong. I typed something in the Beam chat that
you're
did
right,
get
you're
brought
right.
up.
You were there in spirit. You were there in spirit.
All right, there we go,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah.
I was there.
I was not there. Damn.
Thank y'all for coming through.
We even got Nano this time. He spoke once. And
Bye.
he muted himself.
The nano cameo was fire.
All right, that's it.
The Nanio?
all we need now is Danny one time to pop in, and then the family's complete.
All right, now that the Beam is over, yo, fellas, we gotta lock the fuck in for a game.
Okay, nah, but for real, those first 2 games we were up against Pro Am Rejects. It was the same team twice, and like they were in every passing lane. They had 3 niggas on their team that could hit fading threes. We were just, it was a bad matchup. That last game, niggas just wasn't locked in.
What's the presidential direct?
I was locked in. I almost scored 30, but
Omega and I were
Well,
playing.
I had 28 our first game, but I was the only one really putting up buckets.
No, I put up
Speaking
buckets
of-
in game 1.
No, you did. You had like 16 or 18, didn't you?
Yeah, which is crazy for me. I don't
Everyday Beam direct struggles.
Speaking of presidential, whatever, these
Yeah.
fucking Biden and Trump AI shit.
Bro, them every week.
Fucking
we should
one
have
of them has
mentioned
to be
that.
weak.
Oh, we should have mentioned that. Fuck.
Bro, because they're all
Every
specific.
one of them.
I feel like I've lived every single one of those,
Wait.
bro.
Oh wait,
think I po-
also
I posted one in the chat. Hold on.
I forgot about it till someone pointed it out in my chat, but I might not actually.
Oh, yeah,
next
yeah,
week
here it
because it's Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour Finals and shit, and I'll be restreaming that. And I don't know. I haven't seen the schedule. I don't know if that overlaps with Beam, but if it does, I will not be here for Beam.
Lotus, let's play Storm 4.
Wait, Afro, play this
Uh,
one.
What did we lose? Balvin, are you done?
Play us on stream.
I will not.
What is it?
It's it's Biden playing.
I can't do it because I never took the time to like set my shit up properly yet.
Oh fuck.
I can do
Moon,
it.
you play it.
Balvin, are you off 2K?
Here we go. Hold on.
Yep.
All right, bro.
All right.
Who's still streaming?
I'm pretty sure everyone. Oh, well.
I'm live. I think Friga still
Side
live.
quests.
Yeah, I'm still alive.
Chat.
Good games, everybody. But I will
Chat will
not
do
be-
this.
Afro, just know
whoever
you
stays live, play that clip.
whoever you raid Afro, you love more than everybody else. So just let that be known.
Chat. In the
What?
future, if we hit like 20 subs during the beam, I'll stay longer. But after that, fuck you guys.
W.
I'm not gonna waste my Sunday with you guys. I'm gonna catch you guys later.
All right,
Bye, Moon.
You still live, Omega?
I think I'm gonna end and raid somebody else actually.
All right.
I don't feel like
Lotus?
giving these niggas
Yeah,
these
I'm
points
still
off
here.
me.
Baby bet.
All right, since you're raiding Lotus, I'll raid Thunder. I'm glad we were able to negotiate this.
Woo!
Baby bet. Yeah, I don't want to send my people to the
got
same
put
people.
in,
Someone weak as you gonna come through.
Huh? What? I ain't heard half of that and it hurt my feelings, bro. What the fuck is going on?
We need to toughen you up, bro.
Bro, you set me up for like a crazy
You're too
situation.
soft, bro.
Bro,
Come on.
You said
I'ma get you right,
toughen
though.
up.
I'm gonna get you right.
You said tough, bro.
By August,
you're not even,
me and you
guy.
are going to be the hate. No, we're going to be part of the hate brigade, bro. I got you, bro. I got you.
Brigade.
I got you.
All right, bro. Hey, thank y'all for coming through. It was a great. This was a really great being, bro. I'm glad we had a lot of shit to talk about. With that being said, we I don't know if we mentioned this, but because we have so much shit to talk about, and as you can tell, we are able to bounce so much off of it. If there is a Sunday where just nothing happened in the week, we'll just do something else instead, and we'll let you know on the Everyday Beam Twitter. So follow that.
We're gonna do Citizens at night.
I mean, it will be citizens at something, you know.
We're gonna do the. Nah, I can't say that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll
All
type
right.
it in the chat.
All right, I'm just hosting. Wait, I gotta click the raid, right? I gotta click it.
Yeah, you got it right.
This is fun. You gonna stream any other day? When I move, I'm moving on the 11th. When I move, I'll be able to be as loud as I want. Every time when I do this, I want you to know I get complaints from my neighbor across from me, a neighbor above me, etc. Every time.
All right, chat. I'm out of here, boys. You ain't gotta go home, but you ain't gotta go home. How does that saying go? You ain't gotta go home, but you ain't gotta stay here. You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. There we go. Fuck my ass, gang. Why you typing Sag, Chi? You weren't even here. Imagine if he streams 8 more hours. If I stream 8 more hours, the sub counter will not move. I'll be live tomorrow, niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, no bullshit. I'll probably go into more depth about it tomorrow. I've been feeling so burnt out recently. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's been bad, man. It's been real fucking bad. But regardless, I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. Idiot what it is. Y'all have a good rest of your night, boys. I'm chilling for the rest of my night. Peace out, boys. Have a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed the beam. As always, it's always lit. And I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all, man. Real shit. Which will be tomorrow, of course. I am not going live for that Pokemon Direct. I will be sleeping. So shit, like, all right, boys. Peace out, fellas. Have a damn good one.